video. Stop me. They banned the stream. Can't direct people to a Discord from YouTube. Not allowed. Hold on, let me turn my news on. Sorry. Here I am. You need to be on alert for them filling this gap. I told you about this. They're goofing around. They're moseying around here. They're moseying around here with this gap fill. They're trying to target this gap on the SPX. Almost easy money, almost. We discussed this at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning. You better be on alert. Minimum, they're gonna flash the NASDAQ into 25,795.25. They're just goofing around and moseying around here. It's 100 and something ticks to that downside. I might take this short for real on a bounce. Timestamp 9:45. Only thing is I want to wait for them to bounce this because of this cloud here, because there's a gap up, but they might not go there immediately. So like wait for them to bounce it or something, then short. Oh, you shouldn't short into the hole. Best risk to reward, and that's why we wait, chat. Absolutely. Great call out 818 trades. Good job, sir. Better be on alert. Let me write inside my journal. Link in bio. Join Telegram. Okay, yeah, block. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the block. Create another account. Try again. I'm getting ready to write inside my journal. Nevo Forex. I'm getting ready to write inside my journal. 1/16/26. Top of my journal again today is going to say watch time distortion. The top of my journal yesterday said watch time distortion. I'm getting ready to write it here again. Watch time distortion. 9:50. 10:50. 11:50. 2:50. Macros on line 2. Skip a line 3. 11:50. Inverse, guys, these are just reminders. 11:50 inverse. Comma. 12:08. Lunch suite model. Next line. 1:30, comma. 2:09. Time hack. Skip one, not next line, but skip a line and skip a line. So another, so blank next line, and then the line after that. So one line in between. I'm going to write base hits because it is a Friday. Base hits. I'm going to skip another line. So not the line under that, but skip a line after that. Then I'm going to write Q's HVL. The line under that. SPY HVL. The line under that. SPX HVL. Let's look. Let's take a look. Q's HVL is where now? Both of them are sitting at 621. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Market's not acting upset. You'll see the difference. SPY HVL, 691. 0 to T HVL, 692. SPX HVL, 6935. So 0 to TEHVL, 6895. Is that it? 6895. So what does this tell me? I'll tell you what it tells me. What it personally tells me is this. It personally tells me this. We're in positive HVL today. Time distortion, more likely. Targeting of internals. Market maker hedging the market. Time distortion, more likely. Market not upset as much. More of a bullish tilt. They dropped the HVL level. Okay, so I'll send this out inside the Discord right now, as a matter of fact. I'll send this out inside the Discord right now. Hold on. Journal 1/16. Guys, I sent my journal out over here inside. Guys, I sent my journal inside the Discord, inside the trade plan, just in case, like, you want to visually look at it. So watch time distortion. They're distorting time here. On a bounce, I think they're getting ready to dump. Almost every scenario I see outlined has them coming down here and filling this gap today. This is not bullish to me. This is not bullish to me. I'm serious. It's not. It's not bullish to me. Guys, they're just guys, they're bleeding this out. They're bleeding this out right now. They're not really giving you a confident chance to enter. This is dangerous behavior. The only way where you can really navigate this safely, unfortunately, is to wait for a bounce and then you enter in on like 1/4 size. Or you enter now you short it into the hole, which is ill-advised, at like 1/5 size. And then be willing to add another 1/5 size in the event that they bounce it for a slightly better entry to then still target that gap fill. That is how you target, that is how you play something like this right now. If they don't give you a chance to enter, that is how you play it. If you're one of those people where you're like, man, I can always see it, man, but they never give me a chance to enter. Like, I wish that they would give me a chance to enter on a pullback into my full size. Like, man, how great would that be, huh? Well, short it or long it into the hole, 1/5 or 1/6 size, and then if they bounce it, add another 1/5 or 1/6 size. What changed? And if something immediately changes, and if you're wrong, then you only lose 1/5 or 1/6 size. They're trying to target this gap fill here. It's evident. I alerted Discord on it. Do not do anything contrary to this on this open. That advice alone would save your account if you was thinking about longing this. Good morning, people, Cam says. Good morning. How you doing, Cam?
Good morning, Cam. Yeah, I'm up 203 already today.
Good
I
job.
don't want to give it back.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, exactly. Base hits for the rest of the day, Phantom. Great job, sir.
Yeah.
Base hits. They're trying to dump this.
Yes, they are.
They're just bleeding this out. They're going to bleed, guys. I'm telling you, they're going to bleed this out over here. Then they're probably going to stop this on a dime like this right here. Then they're going to shoot this. Then when they shoot, they're going to go sideways, and then they're probably going to flash dump this. Either that, or they're going to flash dump this immediately and then scare you out and then bounce. If you are in this short, you need to be out whenever SPX flashes this gap fill over here. So when you hear that ping, you need to be out of this short if you were in this short. Probably say 75, 50% off now. I shorted at 837. TP for a living says. Great short, sir. Great job. You listen. 198 out the way. Good job, Chilo. $200. Market only been open for 15 minutes. $200 for my guy Chilo inside the Discord. Not bad, huh? TP 749. 100% chance that they go there, TP, for a living. 100% chance that they go to 749 at a minimum. Not 100, 99%. Trump could come out and sneeze about tariffs right now. So there's that. So you got to leave like a 1 to 5% chance for anything. Good morning, E in the chat. Good morning, fine sir. Way to check in. Great job, sir. Good morning, Friday rules. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over Friday rules. Sorry. Good morning, E in the chat. Yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to go over Friday rules right now. Good morning, people. Read the full article. They're involved with several lawsuits that you can read about if you Google it. Okay, May 181. Good job, Rax. $200, Rax. Great job. Great little welcome and gift to the chat. Did they flash this? No, they didn't get them out. This is 1M and Q. Great job, AC. Great job, AC. Look at that. Made $200 on one MQ, stress free. Guys, you'd be amazed with 1/6 size could do over and over again, nonstop. Like seriously, see, they just took Mr. TP out for a living. He's done for the day. He's Vince McMahon, but he's not inside the Discord yet. So I got to keep an eye on that guy. Keep an eye on a guy like that who keeps on joining the live stream and making so much money off us, and not even have the common decency to join the family. Be here. I got my own strategy. I know, I just tease it, brother. I'm giving you a hard time, man. Apollo, what's going on? Apollo, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Doing all right? You hanging in there, brother? Alrighty. See what we got. Them bleeding it out. They're gonna come over here for this gap fill. They're about to flash. You need to be out whenever they flash this. Guys, it is to literally to within a 99% surety they're gonna flash this.
Yeah, I definitely will not get into a downside position now.
You too nice.
It's already down too far. Let me face that.
You too nice. Giving YouTube and TikTok all this free knowledge. Yeah, I know. I know. Well, the thing with this
and they
is,
still don't appreciate it.
yeah, nah, they're not gonna appreciate it. But the thing with that is this is, everybody, you guys, everybody can watch for free. Like, I'm not gonna put my training behind a paywall, but if you want to really, really take advantage of everything, yeah, you're gonna have to be inside here. So if they just want to just nickel and dime it for free, yeah, absolutely, that's fine. There's no hate, no skin off my bones. That's why I have a price like that. That's why it's so inexpensive, because I'm never going to miss the pricing. Like if someone cancels, or even if a family member here says, man, you know what, I can't afford it no more. Can I still watch from TikTok? Can we still hang out? Alert off. I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? Just say hi on the TikTok, man. Let's chop it up. I'm serious. We can still be best of friends. I just want you to know I trade the exact opposite call you ever make, and I've lost a fortune. It seems you know what you're doing. Yeah, I know you probably shouldn't fade what I'm doing. Because if you fade what I'm doing, that means you're going to lose 90% of the time. If you do the exact opposite of what I do, you will lose 90% of the time. You will literally, best case scenario, have 10% chance of succeeding. So it is not advised to. Well, that's if you take the opposite trade as I do. If you do the exact opposite of what I am saying and what I am thinking, you will probably only win 5% of the time, because I could still lose but still be correct. So there's like a 5 to 10% chance that plays out. So if you do exactly like the opposite of what I say, I told Discord, like if you woke up and if you missed this pre-market meeting this morning, and if you was like, man, market green, shit, let me long this, and you just do the exact opposite, then you cooked. That's why you need to be in here and be showing up to these meetings. That meeting alone right there probably would have saved your account if you woke up and was like, yeah, let me buy this pullback here. And you didn't have someone guiding you and saying, bro, they're getting ready to dump this shit and fill this gap here and alert you. When is the pre-market meeting? At 9, 10 a.m. in the morning, Apollo. We went over it this morning at 9, 10 for the people that was inside here, and I explicitly told them on this open, do not do anything contrary to this at all. If you are thinking about longing this, do not do that. And I explicitly told them, put an alert here, and we are going to come here to this gap. That is literally verbatim what I said. And if I did not say that, so help me God, Phantom or anybody else would say, nah, bro, you didn't say that. You was talking about dandelions this morning and hopscotch. They will let me know. He said it. Yep, I did say it. Well, thank you, sir. said that. Anyway, they're dumping this. Gap fill trade done. I think that was a great trade. They decided to go down there in a straight line. Oh, holy smoke cakes. Look at the NQ. Maybe a long bounce play here shortly. Look at them tap this
Yep,
5 and this
that's what I'm
15-minute
waiting for.
busy. You need to be on alert right now for a potential bounce. Look at the flash. But here's the deal, though. This is the only thing that's making me nervous. Like, they might want to flash this over here on the ES first. I'm going to put this alert over here. Why? Because why would they come this close here and then not flash this? So, like, I'm on alert for that. Like, I need to be on alert for that. Look at that. Damn. Look at the flash. Wow. Look at that, huh, folks? Be on alert. Look at that power. Like, why wouldn't they just stop this here and then flash dump this and then bounce this? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not sure I want to necessarily long this right now until like maybe they sweep this liquidity here. It's very enticing, yes, for me to buy. But like they might want to like scare some more people out, because that was not a joke. If I buy this right, I could get boofed on or something. Look at that flash dump. Look at that. That was crazy, huh, folks? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Bullish now. Maybe your background is an AI after all, Chris says. Think this is the bounce? I'm unsure. I gotta wait to see if they give me a first presented. The only thing I don't like is the fact that we didn't sweep this liquidity over here for like a serious reversal. Like I'm thinking, like, why did they just tease that instead of sweeping this first? That's the only thing I'm thinking about. So, yeah. This looks like a dead cat to me. Bounce. Looks like to me. Gotta be on alert. Gotta be on alert. Like, why would they not sweep this here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Longs have to be short-lived if you take a long right here. Like, it has to be like a 1 or 2 minute long. No more than 3 or 4 minutes. Why? Because you're going against the immediate market structure and intraday market structure. And there's no liquidity up here above head. They're just goofing around up here. Look at that. They might bounce this. Best to be on alert. Bouncing from this 15-minute busy. You need to be on alert. Missed that trade. It's okay. There will be others. Look at that bounce from that gap fill, man. Straight up. It's going lower one more time. I'm not sure, man. I just completed a major objective with that gap fill, man. This is dangerous to try and be short. Like, you should not seriously be considering shorts right now. Shorts are 100% off the table. 100%. After a major objective completion, you need to not be doing something directly in that vicinity. You need to not be doing that. That's dangerous. Shorts are 100% off the table. My order button is on buy. Be on alert. If I loan this right now, I could get boofed on because ES could come over here and sweep this low. We need to be on alert. NQ is lagging behind. Google down, Apple down, and video should drop more. Let's take a look. One stock to rule them all up 1%. Meta up 1.2. One stock to rule them all. Yeah, it's almost completely bounced. Yeah, I know, and NQ's not going anywhere right now. Leading me to believe that they might shoot this up slightly higher and then reject. Gotta be on alert. Have to be on alert after a move like that. Trying to take a look at this. Yes, it's bearish, relatively speaking. This right here is not indicative of something that's going to go like this and just moon into new highs. Because why did they not give us a serious first presented there? Why is there not a first presented BISI? Like, this is very indicative of something that's getting ready to potentially go up higher and then reattack these lows. Or at a minimum, reattack these lows, shake everybody out, and then give a first presented and then come higher. That's what this is indicative of. Because they never gave a first presented. They gave a first presented away on the ES, but it's small. They will reveal their hand 9.9 times out of 10. It's just a matter of, can you read the language on the card? I mean, like, that's literally all it boils down to. Can you read the language on the card? Be on alert. We just swept multiple levels of liquidity. They still can go higher before they go lower. Let me see what I got going on here. Hold on, let me run a test limit order to make sure my trade copy is working.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Okay, good.
Order canceled.
Trade copy working. I think this is the, okay, I already read that. I'm unsure. They didn't give a first presented, so I really don't feel confident in this. Like, in order for me to feel confidence, like, they're going to have to stop this here, dump this, maybe take out this again, and then give me a first presented on the way up in order for me to think that they can really target higher draws on liquidity. I really don't feel confident in long in this right here. This is just not something that like I've typically seen in order for them to immediately just stop this on a dime and just start green shooting to new highs to the HOD again. This is not that. I have a lot of concerns here. Like, why the hell the ES bounced this high and the NQ went nowhere? Why the hell did they come over here and not sweep this right here? Why? Why did they stop this 2 ticks away from taking out this low right here? Why did they do that? There's a lot of concern. Hey man, what the heck is going on? Hey, good morning TikTok. Good morning Chop. Good morning Duran. Good morning. How y'all doing? Good morning Epic. Good morning Poop. Good morning Dreams Come True Shop. That's what we doing. What's up GB? Salma, what's up? Don Elite, what's going on? Swerve, what's going on? Dino, what's going on? How y'all doing? We got 16 likes on this, and we've been calling out this market so far this morning to 100% accuracy. What's going on? Carbon, what's going on? The people that's not inside the Discord need to be liking the video. Come on, what we doing? What's going on? Nah, man, I don't want you to call this market on. I don't want to like the video. I don't like the video. Come on, man. How you doing? Good morning. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? Say hello. Good morning. Common decency. It's 10:13 a.m. How are you? Those are the questions that I have. Why? See what I'm saying? Like, why? Look at the ES. Like, why do we not sweep this level here? What does that mean? Ask myself the question, maybe not more so why, but like, what does that mean? Morning question, how you choose the market you play in? Can you send me some likes? Just guys, I'm just asking for like 100 likes. It literally takes like 10 seconds. Just a few likes so we can, get the engagement up. Helps the algorithm a little bit. So, man, thankfully you actually were lucky and came across this page. Because, we're going to make you a lot of money versus what you put in here. So, a few hundred likes could go, a decent way, And yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll chop it up. I'm not a gatekeeper. But I mean, I do believe, I think the word is, how do you say the word? I think it's called reciprocity. How do you say it? Let me pronounce this word correctly. How to pronounce.
You got it right.
I got it right. Reciprocity. The practice of exchanging things with others for mutual benefit, especially privileges granted by one country or organization to another. Reciprocity. I believe in reciprocity.
I do for you, you do for me.
Absolutely. That's how a benefit should be. Not the oh man, that dude's making so much money inside the community and everybody's in there making so much money. Wow, he'll teach me for free. And I don't gotta like the video. Why? Why won't you spend hundreds of hours a week doing this for free, huh? And then just get me rich and then I run off on the plug. Scammer. That sounds like a scammer to me. You're the scammer. And if someone don't do that, remember guys, that person's a scammer. What? You're the scammer. He said, because I could be living life. Exactly. I got a life to live. I'm going to teach you to get rich for free ski. Talking about. But then there's also a threshold too, because if you charge it $2,500 5 bands a month, tripping. That's why I don't teach. Yeah, exactly, bro. I get that, but I don't get that often because I trade live. You can just watch for free, but you're not going to understand the models and trade it with accuracy. That's why that is why I trade for free, because when I trade and when I call this market out like this, people are gonna go, yo, how the hell is he doing that? That's insane. And then they'll try and do it and they'll still lose because they don't know, because they're cheaping it out because they don't want to spend $11. So the curiosity gets you, and the oh my God, if I really put that amount of money in there, I could really be killing this shit. Makes you go, man, you know what? I'll bite the bullet on $11. I'll take a chance. Otherwise, I'll just watch for free and keep doing what I'm doing. Shit. Doing what I'm doing is already more expensive than me not knowing. That's why it's like that. I know someone who paid $10K for a mentor. I know a lot of people inside. I know a lot of people that do that. I personally know people inside our community that do that, that have done that before. And when they join here, they go, yo, this is crazy. So yeah, I know, Mr. TP. Anyway, they took out this low like I was thinking. It is best to be on alert now. ES might start headhunting liquidity. They just took out this low just now. They retapped into this 15-minute BISI here. Like they might want to come down over here and flash this low. Remember what I said? I didn't really trust this bounce because there wasn't a first presented here. Like there wasn't like a first present. Like I want them to either take this out or I want them to come over here and then flash dump the ES and then take this out. Guys, there wasn't, guys, yeah, like, guys, they shot up over here, but like there wasn't like an insane first presented where I was like, man, like this inspires confidence that they're getting ready to shoot this. This is nothing that does not inspire confidence. Like I asked myself, I said, why did they do that? And I'm asking myself the same question again, like, why would they just, well, this is a 15-minute BISI, so I understood that. That's why I believed it. But then I asked myself the same question, like, why would they not just give me a solid first presented here? So it leads me to believe they're getting ready to go lower again. So I don't trust that. So well, if you don't trust it, then why aren't you short it? Because we just knifed down in a straight line. I want a higher quality trade, man, with more conviction. In any event, maybe break even, maybe break 700. Has anyone ever gave you your flowers reimbursement for their success? Oh, 100% all the time, Duran, all the time. I would show you right now, but I think they're getting ready to flash this level right here. So I'll show you after. Guys, I reserve the talking and like the time distortion rants for like when they're doing for like when they're not really moving. There's the lower I wanted. Yep. Flash dump, scare people out, shake you out. Target this low over here. I asked myself this question: why wouldn't they do that? You see? Like, why wouldn't they sweep this and take out this low? Alert. You need to be on alert. High alert now. They can go higher now. They can go higher. They can go higher now. 100% they can go higher. And we just tapped into a 15-minute BISI. You really need to be out of this trade if you was in this short. That trade is cooked, Discord. Let me check up on Discord. You need to be, and just tap the 1 hour, huge 1 hour BISI. Crispy says he's learning us to. Yo, whenever you get a chance, can you hit me back on Discord? Yeah, I definitely will, Ant. Thank you for reminding me. What, you DM me, Ant? Show me a DM? Oh, okay, yeah. I see it. Okay, great. Yeah, for sure. I got you. Thanks, Ant, for reminding me. Just make $1,400 off that short. I'm going to be done for the day. Great job, sir. Great job, Ant. Way to lock in, sir. On my way to TikTok to like. Thanks, Nito, for liking the. Thanks, Nito. Thanks, girl. Buenos dias, Franco says. Buenos dias, mi señor. Franco? No, mi hermano. Buenos dias, mi hermano. Yesterday, judged. Okay, I read that. Best to be on alert. And Kawasaki says, absolutely. Chris says, definitely. You need to be on alert now. Zero scenario should we really be married to shorts now. We need to be out. 1 hour BISI tap, liquidity sweep, here and here, tapping into a 15-minute BISI. They could bounce this at any given moment. We swept this to the tick almost, and we reattack those lows. They could seriously bounce this. On a serious note, I'm so serious. know Spanish. Yes, I do. I'm fluent in 14 languages. 14 languages I speak. 14 languages I speak. Yeah. She said, what the? 14 languages. Yes, I speak Japanese. Name them. Name them, and I guarantee
I speak two. I speak two English and pop pyum 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 pyum.
Pyum, pyum, pyum. Yeah. German? Yes, I speak German. hmm Yes, I do speak German. hmm Yep. hmm Guten Morgen is so I'm serious. Guten Morgen is good morning in German. So I cut my nose. Now that's a flex. No money. 14 languages is absolutely crazy. Nah. I just like to joke around with people, bro. I'm goofing around. I literally only speak one language. I know a few words in other languages, but nah, I'm not fluent in 14 languages. That is ridiculous. I'm not that perfect, man. I was 100% goofing around. I literally only know one language, that's English. I barely know how to talk that. Look at that bounce. Told you. Now that is believable. I told you you need to be out in them shorts. But I told you. Nah, bro. I don't know how to speak 14 languages, man. Look, I just like to goof around with people. They're getting ready to start hunting buy side now. They've rinsed everybody. This first presented is about to be convincing. Watch. Watch them go sideways and now give us a convincing first presented to potentially long off of potentially. But even then, no, we are going against the immediate market structure, so we got to be on alert here. Alrighty, look at that on the ES. ES is about to headhunt this high here. Maybe long this as a pair trade and then use the power of ES to then target this high over here. And then take a long over here on the NQ. Start to take small little base hits out of this, huh? First presented, pull back into it potentially, then long it to potentially then target 25.7650 or maybe 40 to 50 ticks just to be safe. Lower our asking price. Small little base hits. First presented, convincing.
Order submitted.
I'm going to take a stab at this long or whatever and try and get 50 ticks off this move. I'm going to take a small stab at this. I got to watch this, though. I'm looking at this first presented or whatever. I longed it on this pullback over here. I got to watch this. Look at that. Maybe should have waited another minute. Damn it. Whoa. I pressed that button. I was down $500 instantly. Yo, is Trump talking? What was that? Hold on, Trump is talking. Fuck. Shit. Trump is talking. Ha. Trump just came on literally 60 seconds ago. Christ. I got cooked. I'm in risk management mode right now. Wow. Nah, I gotta cut this. I gotta cut this. This is wrong. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. I gotta watch this. I gotta watch that. Trump is live right now. I gotta watch this. I'm in risk management mode right now.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I had to get out at break even. Fuck that. Trump is talking live right now. Fuck that. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Risk management mode. I don't care about making the money. Do you do this for a living? Absolutely, I do. It's my full-time job. Make a lot of money doing this. I run a Discord.
Yeah, you were a little too early on that
Trump,
entry.
literally, I promise you, just my luck. Just my luck.
Yeah,
I press this button here, and I promise you, my live newswire turned Trump on.
Yeah, yesterday.
He's talking live right now. Hold on, let me put him on.
Yeah, Judge Tanya.
He's talking about Congress.
Sent a 47-page impeachment proceedings to the Senate. Yesterday.
I'm gonna put Trump on.
Of course, he's mad and he's on the horn talking nonsense.
He's talking about Congress.
Talking about what?
Paying the lowest price of any nation in the world. Whoever's paying the lowest, we match it. This could have been done years ago. I was going to do it in my first administration. Wow. But when COVID came toward the end, I said,
that is bullshit.
It wasn't the right.
That is just literally the moment I pressed the guys. Look, guys, the market started moving crazy.
Somebody doing it. And the
so do people just follow your trades?
France plan for ban on social media for children.
The people inside here, they understand and they study and they backtest the models. And then yes, they can take the same trades that I'm taking, but this is not an alert service. I don't run an alert service. I will let you know when I'm in and when I'm in and out of trade, and I trade live in front of you. Yes, but they don't just blindly copy. Why? Because they need to know that if I log off this computer. Or like if I log off early, then they still need to make money.
The reason it went on.
So yes. Oh,
a little bit of the healthcare companies.
Duran's question earlier, where Duran says, "Has anyone ever given you a flowers of reimbursement, or reimbursement you for his?" Well, no, not reimbursement because I don't ask for money back. So I will never ask you for anything other than the $29 to be inside the Discord and then to study the models. It's up to you. That happens all the time, though, Duran. So let me, yeah. See, look, this is just one of my most recent DMs. Look,
so the pill would cost 5
he's up, guys. He joined a month ago and he's up 50,000.
5 times more for other reasons.
This is obviously I've not been streaming. He's been a Discord member. So this is the answer to Duran's question.
Can't do it anymore. We can't do it. And
we've taken. He said, "I'm up almost 60K since joining."
Meant to be funny. People find it funny.
$40.
But a friend of mine is a very smart guy,
immediate
very rich,
implementation.
Very powerful man, actually.
See?
But he was very fast.
And I was happy for him. So yes, it does happen. This was just yesterday. It happens all the time inside it. So I meant to ask you. So I meant to answer your question. Yeah.
And he went to
I think
London on one of his many business trips.
So yeah, people give me my flowers. Guys, listen, I stopped trying to make money and I got out. Yo,
and he said, President.
Oh, check that core weave chart.
Now he calls me president. So I said, "You come."
I'll take a look.
I put something in the chat about core weave. They got a couple lawsuits going on.
$1,300 for this.
I really.
Now this means nothing.
No, I have not looked at this chart.
Yeah, that's a new detail to the story.
Company. Hundreds of.
I just
heard the story.
$1,300.
He couldn't walk across the street, but he's great at business.
I paid just a fraction of that.
What do they call that? I can't think.
$87.
Let me look at my text to the name.
I said, well, is it the same drug?
CRW.
I know exactly what he was getting at because I've
CRW
for a long time. So it's the exact same drug, and because of his wealth and his business, he had it checked. It was made in the same plant.
Yes, sir.
By the same company.
Good trade, brother.
It's identical.
Wow, look at the core weave moon shoot. Yeah, man, I heard of core weave years ago.
In New York, I paid $1,300.
Oh no, you had gold You got gold down, dollar up a little bit, and bonds like a little vertical. It doesn't look like anything yet, but it's all moving.
After I told him that
kind of crazy.
The drug does not work on him,
guys,
I
listen.
saw him recently. He's actually fatter than ever. I said, the drug.
So it's not something where you can just follow someone.
I was telling y'all that though.
But it does work on a lot of people.
Have to
I'm telling
learn.
you, I've seen it. He's not even lying though. Like Loki, I remember I was just telling you this.
Be truthful. You always tell the truth, right, Mr. Congressman? Oh, look, one of the great comments.
Oh, let me pause this and let me pull up a better feed without the commentary. Trump live.
We're paying 10 times more for things in Europe. It's not research and development, and if it is research and development, they should pay their fair share of that too. And he said to me, and he's a great guy.
So you have to just.
You're right. We can't defend it.
So it's not something where you can just follow. Oh, it makes total sense. I'm just trying to understand day trading, not sure where to start. The knowledge community page link inside my bio. For $11, you will understand how to seriously trade. And thankfully, you haven't been taught the wrong things. You said I'm trying to figure out how to start. Most people's problem is that they took advice, weird advice from people that are not profitable, and then from people that are trying to scam them.
And he said,
or God knows where they're getting their advice from, like Craigslist or someplace. I don't know. That's most people's problems. And then they're married to the idea that they just get married to the wrong ideas. They don't know what's going on. It's like the blind leading the blind. Because 97% of people are not profitable and they don't know how to manage their risk. They don't even know how to trade. And then those people are the people trying to teach other people and trying to tell other people and try to give them guidance. That's where the biggest pitfall is in the trading community. That is why 97% of people fail, because they keep on doing the same thing as others, expecting different results. That's their problem, right? Like that is like the biggest thing that like I've noticed, right? So, however, in any event, first off, that's the biggest thing. Secondly,
like from $10 to $20.
So it's not something where you can just follow someone. You have to learn. Yes, you have to learn. Here you do.
So. Because the numbers
are here to be a part of this community, yes, you have to read that knowledge community page. If you want to be successful here, yes, you have to show up to the free class. It's free. I don't charge nothing else. The mentorship is free on the weekends. Yes, you have to do that here. To be inside this Discord, you do. Why? Because I'm going to challenge you in order for you to make millions of dollars by yourself, or at least $500 to $1,000 a day minimum after a couple months. Minimum. By yourself, without needing somebody else. Why? Because I've been around the industry and I know for a fact that if anyone asks you to turn your brain off, it is a scam. They are scamming you. So there's that. So if anyone is asking you and saying, hey man, you can do this and you can make so much money and all you gotta do is follow somebody else, that's a scam. I'm serious. So like if you want to get scammed, then you can, then feed into that BS with somebody else. But I'm telling you, it's not going to bode well because it's a scam. Because guys, guys, just take this for example. Guys, just take what I just did for example. Just not anything I'm saying before, just what I just did just now. Just take this for example.
And then Jimmy
just
Carter
look.
gave it away for $1.
I bought this right here and Trump started talking immediately.
The great Jimmy Carter,
I pressed the button, guys. That never happens.
We lost 38,000.
Guys, it never happens when I press the button. The trade immediately goes against me like that.
They didn't have a lot of women working.
My antennas go off whenever I see something like that happen.
38,000 people.
Guys, I didn't know Trump was speaking. My first thought was, hold on, is Trump talking? What the heck was that? That's not normal. What the hell was that, man? Because this ain't normal. Why am I losing is my question. And just take this for example. If I told you and if I gave you an alert to buy right here, and you bought right here blindly, you didn't know what the hell was going on. And I'm sitting here trying to manage my trade to get out over here damn near break even for a slight loss of $30 to save my account. How are you going to be able to manage your risk and to know exactly what I'm doing and for me to explain it to you without you blowing up your account?
we're getting.
How are you going to know Trump is talking? How are you going to know these things? How are you going to know not to, that the idea I was looking at is no longer valid because they turned the computers off with Trump? How?
So the gentleman
no alert service would have been able to save you from this. This is why alert services are scams. For everybody inside of Discord, this is why I tell people you have to learn. Because I know for a fact that an event like this is going to come about.
The other nations weren't going.
I know that for a fact.
France turned it down.
I know that. And guess what? You're going to blow up your account and you're going to be tight. And you're going to be like, man, that alert service was a scam. No, you were looking for something for free because you didn't want to use your brain.
Nothing you can do about
use your brain and exercise discretion.
You'll never be able to get them up.
How are you going to be able to copy your trade like this whenever I say I'm in risk management mode and you don't even know what that means?
Are you crazy?
You're like, risk management mode? What is that? What is he talking about? I'm going to stay on this long. And then you stay long, you blow up your account.
Nice person. I like him.
How?
I hope he's listening because he doesn't believe that.
But you could take that same trade as I do if you understand. You're like, oh, shoot, he's in risk management. He's no longer trying to make money no more. Oh, shoot. Let me be on alert.
Thank you so much.
Let me get out.
I said, you're not going to like this call.
How?
You're going to have to get your drug prices up. No.
The only remote chance you have of even remotely even taking the same trades as I take
we're paying 13 times more
is if you inside Discord because you can see my screen second by millisecond by millisecond.
This pill,
there's like a 10-second, there's a 12-second latency YouTube on YouTube, and there's a 8 to 10-second latency delay on TikTok.
Paying 10 times, 12 times, 13 times.
I'm serious.
No, I will not do that. I said, look.
There's no way that you would have been able to get out right here like this.
No.
Like that. There's no way. No way.
Story,
you would have been cooked.
I'm going to put a 25%.
They just flashed the 620 on the Qs just now.
And everything else coming into the United States.
They completely flipped the script whenever Trump came on. And there's nothing I can do with that, man. There's nothing I can do about that, man.
And that's where it began.
Look at that foolishness. Took out this liquidity over here. Tapping into a 15-minute busy now. Talking about Congress. The delay? Yeah, absolutely. And Gwen's inside Discord.
She's the first.
Okay, makes sense. I already read that. You can follow people, but it's truly a solo journey because you didn't know how to manage. Exactly, dudes.
But she's doing a great job. Thank you.
Trades on your own. Yep. Understood. Where does one start? Knowledge and community page. You go to FanDuel if you want call-outs.
I called Germany.
I don't want call-outs. I'm trying to understand. Okay, knowledge and community page, Sam. It is $11. Well, hey, man.
Which is, by the way,
I could buy a Chipotle burrito with that.
7 times more.
Okay, well, buy it.
Than they would have to pay by raising their drug.
Follow, bro. He knows what he's doing. Thank you, Mr. T for a living. First YouTube because it's free.
And I may do that for
or join a Discord where you can talk to others. Absolutely. You got to watch the YouTube though, because the YouTube. Most of the people on there don't know what they're talking about. I didn't believe that until ICT said it himself, and he was like, man, people on here are trying to teach the strategies and stuff like that, and they don't even know what they're talking about.
So I spoke to the top 10.
And I tried to cheap it out, and I tried to cut corners, and I tried to have ICT explain for dummies, and I tried to do all of those different things, and I tried to watch the teachings to begin to understand the algorithm and this and that, and how the market was moving.
So if France,
and then I was like, and then I was still losing. I was trying to figure out why. And then I finally stopped being lazy, and I watched the thing in full. And man, bro, they was wrong on so many different things. Like they, bro, like everything. The only thing that was for free was coming from the source. But like everything else was just everything else was like playing telephone.
Prescription drugs,
guys. Just stop and just think. Just stop and just think. You can't even play telephone with 5 to 10 people and get the same thing. Let alone telephone over the internet and other people trying to interpret what their brain sees something as and then regurgitate it to you.
And that's what we want to codify in the great healthcare plan.
How you going to do that efficiently? They're not going to stop. They're going to keep dumping this. Trump
talk. Yeah, just continue on dumping while Trump's running it now.
The strength of your personality, but
so when Trump talks, it's negative? No, because I've seen the moon while he's talking.
Yep. Well, depends what he's talking about.
Yeah, it depends on what he's saying. He's talking about Congress and tariffs. The market does not like when he's talking about tariffs.
Why did we go to an income tax system?
Unless he's talking about removing the tariffs.
If you go back to
he's talking about drug prices, and, you know, how much we have to pay to keep cheaper.
I heard him say something about
Talking about
Congress.
a lot of different things. I think.
They have a tremendous influence.
Holy shite! Did they just fill a gap from? Did they just fill a gap from 120 from 150?
And the drug companies are very powerful too. You have to
This
deal
is
with them.
crazy.
In this case,
Can you read?
That was that alert you just heard. They just filled this gap for one day.
Problem in theory.
Yes, sir, I did. Morning, sir.
I'm the tariff king, and the tariff king
Facts.
has done a great
Chop
job.
said, yeah, it's
And I hope
facts,
we win
man.
the
Chop,
Supreme
man.
Court case, because if we don't,
Hey, man.
be
So
ashamed
I can
for
just
our
make
country. Be ashamed. We have
tens of thousands
we have
off
a
you,
great, safe,
$1,000 a day, and I don't
beautiful
gotta
country
think.
now. Doing better than we've
Where
ever
they do
done.
that
We
at?
hit 42
What
stock market
successful
highs
model
during
has
the 11-month period
ever
that I've been here. It's
been
there's
founded
never
off
been
that?
anything like it. Stock market's hitting a new high again today.
Like,
So it's
people
it's
try to
incredible.
apply the
So
most
just to end
insane
it,
logic that
because
does
it's
not even
such a big
apply to the
subject
stock
and it can't be
market or to
explained by
trading.
reading
It's crazy.
as good as my speech
People
writer
know
is,
for
he's
guys.
fantastic, but he can't write
Guys,
it in
if
one
someone
sentence what we're
randomly on the
talking
street
about.
walked up to you and said, "Hey,
So we're going to get most
can I
favored
start a
nation.
business?"
We will be taking
and like I don't have to put in
prescription
any work, can I
drugs
get
down to
rich off
levels
that?
never even
What would you say to
contemplated.
that person?
And that's all great for
Stop.
healthcare, because
Just stop
when you're
and just
paying
think and just say,
a
"Hey,
tiny fraction
can I just
of
hey
what
like
you had
hey I got
anticipated
$5,000.
prior
Can I
to
just buy this
today,
thing and like it
prior
can
to
run my
this
business
month,
for me?
this all took place over the
And like
last
I can
month
get
and a half.
rich and it could be one of the
And the
best
sad
businesses
part
in
is that
town?"
When we first
Can I do
announced
that?
it, and we did it in a little bit more general form. When we first
Guys,
announced it, the Times
you don't even have to be a business owner to
did
answer
a
that
story
question.
on page
You'd be like,
1 or
"Yo,
2
who
or
the
something,
hell?
way
Where is
back
this
in
dude
the
from?
little
Is
story
this
in the
person
back
on?
of the
on
newspaper.
is this person
This is the
high?"
biggest revolution in the history of medicine in this country, because it's price.
Be like,
You
"Hey,
buy the
can I
drugs
go
for
across the
a
business? Hey,
small
can I go across the
fraction of
street
what you were
and then
paying
like
for 'em last
copy
month.
them and then do exactly what
And
they're
I tell
doing,
the story
and
in
then
my
not have to
first
use my
term.
brain and not have to figure out
I
no
was the
numbers,
one after
not have to
28
hire
years
no
that got drug
employees, no
prices
none of
down.
that,
It was either
like
1/4
not
or
even
1/8
figure
or
out,
1%.
the
I got it
profit
down for the
margin,
year.
nothing.
First time in
Just
28 years.
just
I was
open it
so
up and
proud
I
of
just and
myself.
just
I
money
called
just
the
fly
news
into my
conference. I
account.
said, "Ladies and gentlemen,
You'd be like, "Yo, what
for
is
the
this
first
person
time
talking about?"
in 28
It's the same
years,
thing here.
drug prices have
But
gone down
but
for the year.
somehow, some way,
1/8
people
of
have
a point.
convinced people that
In
you
fact,
can
I
do the
had a
same
chart. It
thing
was the
here
worst
without
chart I've
using your
ever seen.
brain.
It was a line that
It's
went from
crazy to me.
January to December,
Be
and
on
it was
alert.
dead straight. You had to get a little, like a carpenter use this to see.
Be
I
on
said,
alert.
"This
Trump is
doesn't look
speaking
good."
now.
It's not the
Gotta
greatest
get my
line,
money back.
but I was proud of it because it did. It went down either a 1/4 of a point or 1/8 of a point, tiny. And now think of what we're doing.
9:45, the delay. Yep.
bringing
Thank you. I've never seen you set a
Medicine
stop loss.
down by
What's that about
many
other than
times.
getting wicked?
By many times.
Well,
Nobody's
because
ever
typically,
seen. And there
what
are
I
two
do
ways
is
of you could say 1,000%, 2,000,
I
or you could say
size
90%,
accordingly to the
or
point to where
80%.
I try to give myself at
The
least 60
Democrats want you
seconds to make a
say
sound,
90 or 80,
educated
but there are
decision.
two ways of calculating
I
it.
don't want a
You
line
understand
telling
that,
me when to
Dan?
get in and out of this
And,
market at this point in my career.
We'll take either way.
That's
doesn't
why.
matter.
And it's
But
like I'll
we'll
be able to
paying
manage my
tiny
emotions.
fractions.
So
that's
I'll
gonna go
determine if I want to
into
cut the trade,
plan.
enter into risk management mode,
And what
and then get out of
Ross
break
said is
even
very
or
important.
cut it
It's
for a
very
small
important
loss.
that
I'm not going to let no
whoever
line
is
tell me
in
when to
this
get in and out of the
office
market
is,
because this
strong
market's
and
extremely
intelligent.
unpredictable.
And
That's
if
what
they're
I-
not, they could,
that's
could
what
be
I'm
ended.
doing.
But what we want to do is we want to have it codified.
This
so it's very
market
hard
is
to
acting.
change.
Hold on,
And
where are we
that's
at?
all
Are we
part
in
of the
negative
process.
HVL?
I think it's the greatest revolution.
We're in
Yeah.
negative
Financial
HVL.
is,
Yes,
you
we
know, a
are.
big part of the
We're in
job,
negative
and,
HVL. The
all
market's
of the
angry.
doctors sitting there know exactly what I'm talking
I'm
about.
out of
They
all
just
my
have their
positions. Good
patients in
job,
Europe, and
TP.
they say, "I can't believe it. I'm buying the
You
same
think it's
thing
going to have
for
the upward move? I got to watch.
15%
Negative
of what I pay
HVL.
in
Sell orders are
New
being met with
York
sell
or
orders now.
Chicago.
Buy orders are being met with buy orders.
they're
They might give you a
yeah,
flash
that's
dump
right.
and scare you out of them bounce.
Not going to happen anymore. We
Looking
pay
looking
now, just to
two-step
end it,
looking.
the
yeah.
lowest
I was helping
price
someone how to trade. They said
in
they
the
wanted a
world,
bot to trade for
whatever
them. I
that
stopped
is.
helping.
That's what
exactly when I would
the
stop
United
too.
States of America will be paying. Isn't that an amazing?
Because they got to
long
realize
story?
it on their
I
own
was
that that's
gonna say long,
impossible.
boring. It's not boring. To me, it's long and exciting.
But they'll
It's
lose
the
so much
biggest
money
thing to
before they
happen to
figure that out.
healthcare. I don't
Anyway,
think there's
let's
anything
lock
we can
in.
do. We can do all of our different methods.
They
but
might
there's
bounce
nothing we
this.
can
I got to
do
be on
that
alert
can
here. They just
ever
flashed
top
to
what
620.
we do. And the press should treat it
Oh my
fairly
goodness, they
instead of
tapped into a
not writing
15-minute
about it, because
busy
they
over
don't
here
write
on the
about it because
ES.
it's me.
Be on alert.
Primarily because it's me, but also
What is
because
Trump
it's
talking
Republican.
about that has this
And they
market
don't
like this?
write
What is he
about it,
saying?
And they should be ashamed. ashamed. But fortunately, the public understands it, and that's why we won the election in a landslide.
He's talking about health care.
Instead of Americans paying the
Whatever it was,
his
like
concept.
we were in the world by far, by
whatever that was, Ink did not like that, boy.
will now pay the lowest
I'm not
cost
gonna lie.
paid by
NQ is not liking that.
The lowest nation,
They're
whatever that
clearly
is, I hope
reaching for
they
something
negotiate
lower,
a
and I
great
got to
deal.
figure this out.
I hope somebody
What
out
is
there of all
that?
those nations going to be a better negotiator than
It
everybody
is
else.
best to be on
And
alert
whatever
now.
they get, we get,
That was
Mike. Is that
crazy. I
pretty
pressed
good?
that button. I was
Good,
instantly
Mike.
down
Even the
$700.
first time I've ever seen him smile.
It's crazy. Gotta be on alert.
And next, our plan would reduce your insurance
It's about
premiums
time for
by
the-
stopping
it's about time for
government
them to
payoffs
gear this up
big
to
insurance
bounce in a
companies
minute.
and sending the money
Dang,
directly
he's
to
still
the people.
speaking. He's still running
So
his
instead
mouth.
and this started.
I gotta get
and
up,
I'm not
and
really
I'm gonna go
a
grab
health
some
Nope,
water.
you
man.
seem
I
to
was
be
always
bragging
looking
about
Interest rates
himself
cut for
again.
Jan.
Paper, and
Who
I see
said
the
that?
money that the insurance companies
Where'd
were
you get that
making.
I did.
information from, Dino? No interest rate cuts for
Obamacare.
January. Where'd you get that at?
And
Somebody confirm that.
1,000%,
Who told you that?
1,670.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, who told you that?
1,700%.
Let me go to CME Watch Tool.
And it's because of the massive amount of money that's sent to them by the United States government. And I said, why
Fed
don't we
Watch.
just send it directly to the people instead?
Who told
and
you
I made
that?
that statement. It was a common sense statement. I didn't check with anybody. I didn't even call Oz or anybody. It just made sense. I made a statement, and
Who
it went
told
viral.
you that?
Can you believe it? It was so popular. In other words, we cut out the insurance companies. They're making a fortune. And, you know, they're good people. They're business people. I don't blame them. But we cut them out.
Current
pay
target rate
the
is
money
350 to 375.
to the people. The people.
Probabilities,
love it.
no changes at
I
95%.
said it as a non-professional in that business.
Yeah,
And I
correct.
made the statement like a
Fed
all of a
speakers,
sudden,
three
it's
of
like
them. It's on
the-
today's
the
news.
biggest story.
That's
That
probably
was
why
the
we're
biggest
dumping.
story. And I get a call from Caroline. who's
Screw the
around here
speech with
someplace.
Trump. That's probably what
She
happened.
said, "Sir,
I'm looking at it
we're
right now.
getting inundated."
Yes.
Margot called me too. Margot, you called me too.
The
Margot,
current
I
rate
know
is
her name's
350 to
Margot. She's been here from the
375.
beginning.
It's a 90%,
Right from the
95%
beginning.
chance
But
they
she
stay
said,
and they
"Sir,
don't
both of
cut.
them."
That's
I
probably
said,
why
"So
we're
we're
dumping.
being
Best to be on
inundated by
alert.
what? You made
Not
a
today.
statement about health care being paid
Okay, guys, hold on real
directly
quick.
to the people into health
I'm gonna grab some water
savings
real quick.
accounts
Hold
or
on.
whatever you want, healthcare accounts. And I said, I did. What's the story? He said, it's crazy. It's blown up. People loved it. And so that's where we started. So
Are you ready for this Sunday night when WWE Champ John Cena?
I mean, maybe not knowingly at the time by Obama, because he didn't know much about this stuff. That was designed by other people in Congress that are total pros that are bought off by the insurance companies. And the problem we'll have with this is we'll get no Democrat votes, even though it should be very bad for them if they don't. But maybe you'll get some. You'll call some of your friends, fellas, and Bob, you'll call some of your friends over on the other side. I don't know how they can reject it. It's just so popular. It's so compelling. So Obamacare was designed to make insurance companies rich with taxpayer subsidies, and I want that extra money straight to the health savings accounts for you. And you can choose your own health care. You go out and negotiate your own health care. It makes people entrepreneurs, mini entrepreneurs. They'll pick the health care that's best for them because it's so different. A young person, they need health care for different reasons, and an old person doesn't need certain things that a young person needs, and vice versa. To further reduce
It's about time for them to start on buy side. Think of Swim. It's TD. Yes, I know.
and corporate middlemen. We're getting rid of the middle.
I've been with Thinkorswim since they've been TD Ameritrade.
They're all brilliant people. I assume you're brilliant, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
I've been with Thinkorswim since they were TD Ameritrade. Yeah, I know. Charles Schwab bought them, so now I'm with Charles. So now I have Charles Schwab accounts. You need to be on alert. We're a negative HVO. These candles are going to be huge.
I don't like operating rooms.
Your same trading strategy that you were trading earlier today is not going to apply today, right now, because we're a negative HVO. The candles are going to be huge.
Came up with a little
This is why
Venezuela
you need to understand negative and positive HVO.
in terms
Because even once I started to understand trading,
of importance.
I could not figure out why and how the market completely flipped the script. And my sizing and adjusting accordingly based off of what I was seeing. The market is angry now. It's negative HVO. Because I'm putting it in layman's terms, the market's angry. It's behavior change. It's more feisty.
Somebody shows up and somebody's making $1 million where they have daycare.
Best to be. And you know the rest.
It's a scam. It's a big scam. It's like
It flashed to 619. They about to come up here and reflash to 620 in a minute. You need to be on alert.
it's really come a long way. Make America
They about to come up here and shoot this past 620. Look at that. See?
close to.
See that?
We originally.
This Marcus no longer holding your hand. We're a negative HVO.
But I don't know. There's something about MAGA we should never change it. Susie said, "Don't change."
Past the 620 on the QQQ.
Likes
They
MAGA.
just flashed it just now. You need to be on alert. This is not a joke.
It's like a Venezuela.
This is not the same thing that we was doing before.
on the Iran nuclear weapons.
They've been respecting. Talk to me.
We do their precision. We want to make it the opposite.
Not today. I already read that.
Run.
Be on alert. They flashed the 620 just now and they rejected it on the cues.
Middleman that you've been
Spy
long.
is goofing around at this at its HVL level after we flashed it.
Down the cost of the most
They teased the 690.
changes, but
You need to be on alert right now. This market is in a decision zone. If we reattack 691 again, they're going to flash us through this floor and take out the 690 on the spot.
and all healthcare providers.
They had just completed Discord. Discord. They had just completed this from Discord. They had just completed this from the pre-market trading plan. Where's that? They had just completed this from the pre-market trading plan.
Most fair.
The levels from the pre-market trading plan were just taken out.
How much it costs? You're supposed to go into a hospital and get operated.
Where was it at? The gap fill.
And you have to
Where was it at?
Not going to let that happen. So we're going to have insurance companies and healthcare providers to have
Gap fill right here.
great transparency.
114 SBS gap fill was just filled.
So they can't get
Need to be on alert.
off any longer. It requires insurance companies to make it easy for you to compare plans. You got to be able to compare plans.
Watch it.
You're not allowed.
We need to watch this. They got this staircase and pattern again.
I used to sit before I was a public.
Where's the first presented at? I don't believe them.
Things happen.
We need to be on alert.
So just the forces.
This is dangerous. Trump is speaking. They could scare you out.
You end up with very.
Tapping into this 15-minute BISI though for fuel to go higher.
But these.
I'm unsure.
To release.
I'm very unsure about this.
Of reduced price healthcare.
If I long this, if I long this right now, I'm like, what can I manage my risk off of in the immediate term that makes sense?
You're gonna have massively.
I'm unsure about that. The candles are way larger.
Better. You're gonna have.
Like you could literally make 50 ticks in like 3 seconds.
We want great healthcare and we want low price. You're gonna have great healthcare.
Are they getting ready to start hunting buy side again? Look at the dual 15-minute BISI tap just now.
Horrible.
That dual. Oh, whoa. That's the first presented just now on ES that we're bouncing from right now. Why didn't I see that?
It was a horrible plan.
That's the first presented just now on the ES. Look at that.
It was a very sad.
They're about to shoot this.
Thumb raised.
Gotta watch this. Be on alert. Look at the SPY.
Medicare, Medicaid to.
They shook a lot of people out.
Post your.
Market is goofing around over here in the zone.
They're not even.
Gotta have stops. Trim. I doubt it holds. Trim. Gotta have stops. Absolutely.
Favored nations.
I recommend that all of the traders inside there use stop losses.
Conclusion, I'm calling on to pass this framework into law so that we can get immediate relief.
What do we have here?
Including rural.
Might do like one shakeout again and dump it.
No, they saw it.
They're trying to shoot this. What are they trying to target?
They say that plan is unbelievable.
What higher draws do they have?
Well, I'm going to try.
621?
Pressure on them. Vote no.
Look at that bounce. Convincing.
Of Republicans. Thomas Massey always votes no. He's like, something wrong with it.
Very convincing.
If you have any
Look at the ES.
Psychiatrists in there, maybe go check out his mind. But he always votes no.
1 and a 5-minute BISI on the ES.
Bad American.
In conjunction to a 15-minute BISI for fuel to go higher.
You know, there's not a thing
ES was the one to trade.
Clawla wants to be nice.
Thank you, move first. Yeah.
I don't know, but so I don't know. You know, you have some people, they're very, I call him Rand Paul Jr. Rand Paul always.
Coming up into this 15-minute SIBI.
I guess he thinks it's good politics. I got him elected twice. If I didn't endorse
Trump talking. Danger.
Doesn't reciprocate, and I guess that's okay. But I want to hear now, if I could, from Dr. Oz, and then we're going to have Dan Sullivan say a few words.
This is bullish.
And Mike.
It's not bearish.
Governor.
Look at that bounce.
We appreciate you being here very much. You're doing a fantastic job. I just want to leave by saying that this is the biggest thing.
Serious first presented.
It will not be.
Like they'll pull us back over into the zone and potentially target a higher draw again.
And that's a sad thing.
That is not a joke.
Probably not be voted positively by the.
I'm done for the day.
You up, Phantom?
I made 510.
Good job. Great job, Phantom. Prop account, right? Or options.
My combine.
Great job, Phantom. Yeah, rinse and repeat. Great job, sir.
I had to take myself out of a hole, but I'm above. I'm at like 50,380.
Okay, great job, Phantom. Great job, sir.
Take it away, please.
Small pieces, small pieces.
Yeah, small piece. Congrats. Epic on TikTok said congrats, Phantom.
Thank you, Epic.
Mr. President, thank you for standing up for American health care. And I just want to underline this fundamentally important issue. We need Congress to help craft the Great America Health Care Plan. And the Great Health Care Plan will work. It's a brilliantly conceived framework. And as it comes to the American people, they understand that they'll want it. And it should represent the situation similar to what you did so brilliantly last spring with the Working Families Tax Cut legislation that the President mentioned, has created the Rural Health Transformation Fund, which is why we're here.
You need to watch this.
Look
at the bounce from this presenter here. They're about to shoot this. This is bullish.
Like doing bleed.
They are about to shoot this. This is bullish off the hook. They've rinsed everybody. It's time for them to go higher. They're targeting buy side now. It's time for them to go higher. This is not bearish. Immediate term, this is not bearish. Look at this first presenter over here and them tap this first presenter and them shoot it. We're tapping into a 15-minute SIBI right now. It's the only reason why I don't want to loan this, why I'm not going to buy this. Be on alert. Look at that. Staircasing pattern. Be on alert. This is not bearish. Tap. Tap of that 15-minute SIBI. They're trying to go higher. These people are not interested in trying to go lower. They're just going up and down in a straight line. This is dangerous. We're negative HVO, so they'll go up and down in a straight line. You need to be on alert. They're trying to scare you out. They're not even giving you a chance. The only chance to enter was that retap of that 1 minute BISI, which is what I would have did, which is how I would have made money earlier. But Trump came on. He started talking. They're still talking. Look at that squeeze. We just tapped the consequent encroachment just now, that 15-minute SIBI. Is this the only time frame you watch? Bro, if I was trading any other time frame, I would not have been able to manage my risk just now. I would have blew my account. How you gonna trade, bro? How you gonna trade a 15-minute time frame like this when they immediately reverse it in 1 or 2 minutes? How? Look at this. If you would have bought this off of this bullish candle close like this on a 5-minute time frame, shit, your account would have been blown in 5 minutes. There's no way you would have been able to survive this. You would not have been able to react. So I personally think that you need to be analyzing The 5 and 15 minutes and the hourly short, that's fine. And looking for multiple levels of confirmation, that's fine. But everybody needs to realistically speaking, you need to be looking at a 1 minute time frame. Unless you're trading 5 and 15 minute candles on like 1 micro, or at the most 2 micros, and you just willing to hold trades for damn 3 or 4 hours. Other than that, it makes zero sense. You cannot manage your risk off of a 4-hour candle. You have to be looking at like a 5 or 10 minute, 5 minute at the most, 3 minute really. Some really honest, 2 minute at the 2 minute honestly at the most. But you can see, I can see everything from a 1 minute perspective. Look, I can literally go back 2 days ago on a 1 minute time frame and see this entire move and just zoom in and out. What else is there? Why would I want to do anything else? I can see everything that they're doing from a 1 minute time frame. I personally use the 5 minute. 1 minute very noisy to me. Okay. Yeah. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I can't tell you how to trade. But I just know that I'm unsure how I can manage my risk with the size that I trade on a 5 minute. So if you trade in 2 or 3 micros, then yeah, do that. But if you trade in 3 or 4 minis on a 5 minute time frame, you're cooked. Because the market will flip around on a dime. You'll blow your account on a 1 minute candle. You will blow your account on a 1 minute candle, goofing around. Like if you bought this right here, thinking, man, bullish 5 minute candle close, and they dumped this thing 205 ticks, and if you was in damn 3 minis, you would have blew the account. You would have damn near blew the account up too. Because ain't no way in hell you coming back. Ain't no way in hell you bring an account. The average person, man, dude, you're not gonna bring that account back and turn $400 back into $3,000 and get back to that buffer with $350 to spare. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna be cooked. So of 2 minis, you would have blew that account in 60 seconds if you wasn't paying attention. You would have been cooked. So you got to size accordingly. Size accordingly. They're rejecting this 15-minute SIBI as expected. Watch for this 1 and this 5 minute BISI conjunction for them to potentially go higher. You need to watch out for that. Watch for that. I think that they're done going lower potentially. But we got to watch. Wait for this market to have some stability with Trump speaking. That's what I'm going to do. You can do whatever you want to do. Besides, I just got to break even just now on that last one. Short. I'm unsure, you see. We just swept multiple levels of liquidity, though, you see. And we tapped into a 15-minute BISI below. And we feel gap fill already. This is when I begin to answer the question, AC, of what else do they have to accomplish that's lower? We filled 2 gaps today. 2 SPX gaps today. The one from yesterday and the one created today. Timestamp, 11:05. So yeah, I'm not married to the idea of shorts. Like I want to see them pull us back into this 1 and this 5 minute BISI conjunction. Are you cutting your nails? That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here just goofing around. That's exactly what I'm doing. I am not thinking about shorts. I'm just goofing around here. Nail hygiene is very important. You got your nails look like Dracula nails. Sold. Good job. Your nails look like Dracula nails, and you damn. Bro, I thought this was a stock trader channel. Oh my God. My boss just heard you. Well, gotta turn that volume down a little bit. Because I'm filtered, but I'm unfiltered. So, like, I tell the truth because I don't care. I don't care if you sign up here and make money with us. You will, but you can watch for free or tune into somebody else and get lied to and scammed. they'll scam you and tell you what you want to hear. So anyway, back to the point I was going to make. Yeah, male hygiene is important. Your nails are like Dracula nails. You damn trying to fill up on your girl coochie. Shit, you stabbing her and shit, and you wonder why she's not trying to give you none. Cut your goddamn nails, man. Nasty ass. Shit. Women don't like things like that. Males got like, your nails is like 6 inches long. They look like daggers. Like, stabbing that girl. Poor girl. What am I talking about on this live stream? Kenny's laughing. He's still talking? Yeah, he is. Dirt on them shit. Yo, Kenny's hilarious. Right, yeah. Dirt under them nails and shit. God. Yo, nails looking.
On that gold long?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still in it.
And that thing getting fat right now, boy. They mooning it.
She just popped. Yep, she just did. He's trying to trail it, and hopefully they take that 11. If they go before he was talking, oh my gosh. I'm trying not to be tight with my stop.
Yeah, man. Come here, girl. Yeah. Your nails look like this. Shit look like this. Your shit look like this. You talking about why she don't want you to come over. Man, you gonna trim your nails and some soap and water, man. She care about her hygiene, man. Tripping. Yeah, so it sounds like you cutting your nails over there. Yeah, AC. Crazy. Anyway, let me lock in. Starting to focus up. Look at the squeeze. Shirley said E. Shirley laughing. Yeah, Shirley. Anyway. Shit, I got boofed on last time I pressed that button. What if she like it sharp? Then you need to bounce.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Then you need to bounce. Deuce. In all my years of being on this earth, I ain't never met no woman that like it like that. You never heard of that. It's like yeah. I like to be bleeding. Young Dagger. I like that name. Young Dagger. You call you Young Dagger. Nito said no. Nito said no. I know that's right, girl. She said ew. No. What's a good TP for longs here? Probably this high here that they're trying to target. They just rinsed everybody out. Look where I bought at. Now they want to go higher. No scenario short. Bullish. They rinsing there. They rinsed everybody. Now they want to go higher. Classic. Tap into a 15-minute Bissy. This right here is this story right here is exactly why this is exactly why we have conversations like this, because AC was like short. Guys, AC is one of the more profitable students inside here on a consistent basis. We got some students that make 30,000, 40,000 a day, but but like that's every now and then. He's consistently profitable. And he was like short. I was like no. So I stopped him from trying to short this. I wanted to pull this back over here into this 5-minute Bissy, then I would have long. I didn't want to long it right here directly at the top of this 15-minute Sibby. I didn't want to do that. they can catch others and some weird stuff like that. Now we're tapping to this. We're now tapping to this 1 and this 15. The conjunction between this 1 and this 15, and we shot it up over here. Like they might want to target this over here for ES. We got to be on alert. Just pop this highlight. They might want to stop this, shoot this up over here, and tap this 15 Mississippi over here, and then remotely consider pulling this back on the ES. I got to take base hits here.
Hey, E.
Talk to me.
1050 Michael pretty much plays out very well. If you kind of like front run it at 1043, that's pretty much 100 points move from the upside.
I gotta test that 1050 macro.
You did also mention to be on alert because we take some lows that was not to be going to, and they took them out. And they,
Correct.
anybody catch that long, you definitely got 100 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What my question to you is what confluences are you looking in order for you? Like, what confluences are you looking in, or like, yeah, like what confluences are you looking for with that 1050 macro? Like, what stands out to you specifically? Because you've taken that trade numerous times now.
I didn't really get any first presented to long it. I was pretty much using the power of liquidity sweep
Yeah.
for 600, and they actually give it to me. And on the, if you look at the 15-minute, and you probably gonna see like a 15-minute candle. There should be a 15-minute BC down there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much use to for confidence to take that long around 603.
Mm-hmm.
Sweep it, and I'm like, man, if we sweep that and those levels look good, and the low that's around 570 area,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna go anywhere below that because they will have to inverse that 15-minute BC to go down there. And I was like, look, I'm going to take it. 1050 macro coming up. And that is, most people use it as bread and butter. So I'm like, we have 1050 coming up and we have liquidity sweep that we just grabbed. I'm just going to take this blindly, when I don't have a first presented. And I'm just going to manage my risk if they trying to go lower, not to lose that much. My stop was literally below that first 15-minute candle,
Mm-hmm.
25, 585, 50. So that was like about 15-point stop, 15 or 20
Order
point stop
filled.
on my entry.
Yeah. Mm. 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 Long in that, shorting that was probably a bad idea. Specifically, shorting that just now is probably a bad idea.
Just so we
And
clear, there's no consistency rule on an eval, right? I feel like that's a dumb question, but
what firm?
like, because I don't know if I'm gonna hold this. If we hit, let me see if I can hold this goal long till we get back to where Trump was talking.
If it egg packs, you good. If it TPT, it's 50%. If it's top
Okay,
step,
yeah,
50.
for sure. So let's see if
Oh, you're good.
gold can.
Just the only thing you have to watch out is your drawdown. So you gotta draw that thing to know how much you wanna lose. Because if it's more than, if it's $2,000,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure. Trust me.
I've been making poor decisions all day today. Like whenever I press the button, it immediately goes against me. I wonder what that means. I seriously wonder what that means. I wonder what that means. Look at the ES. Look at the SPY trying to hit on a higher drawn liquidity.
They just stopped me out. Never mind. Yep.
Or fill.
Done.
That was a trade, Drago.
I wonder if ES was trying to head on this right here. I wonder if I was slightly early on that.
Wait for 1150. Does gold respect 1150?
I wonder if I was slightly early on this.
Nah, gold will be doing something totally different.
Like, I wonder if this is what they're trying to target here. That's why I cut that just now for another $30 loss. Look at that. It's 2 trades now where I jumped the gun a little bit.
All right, I'm back on NQ, John. Let's see what's going on. 1150. Take a stab at it. 1 micro. See what happens.
Is this here?
No, I don't think so.
Damn, I feel like if Chris was here, he would have told us about the 1 hour, because I did see a 1 hour BC down there also. We did not inverse it.
Keep on tapping and rejecting this 1 minute super right here that I was looking at. This right here is how this trade can hurt me. And this VWAP is up here above.
Apex just extended 80% sale on evals and $35 resets. Just got the email.
They're headhunting this on ES. That's what I think. I think they're trying to headhunt this. And I think NQ's trying to go lower, but ES is trying to hunt this. Trying to hunt this pop and this 15-minute Sibby. If I short this is... Yeah, great question.
They also tap into a 1 hour CB.
Where, here? Up here in the zone?
Yeah, it was close, I would say. It's literally on the same line on NQ.
Yeah, bro, this right here is what I think that they're trying to target right now. That's why me being in that trade, it didn't make me feel comfortable.
Yeah, that's exactly what they target in E.
That's why I cut them.
They would tap into the 1 hour CB by like half of it. They tap into it.
Look at that. I'm gonna pop it. They're going straight there.
I took it on EF.
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad trade. I think they're gonna go straight there. That's what they're clearly hunting.
Yeah, not for the day. 318. Can't beat it.
Good job.
We just have a 1 minute market structure change, right?
Immediate market structure change whenever we pop this high. This market is bullish in the immediate term whenever we take this out in. We take this out, it'll for sure be bullish. If we take this out right over here, If we take this out right over here, they'll switch to an intraday bullish buy side delivery from an intraday sell side delivery. It'll be bullish. Up 500 on eval 1, switching eval 2. Good job, Gwen. Yeah.
They're gonna go for that high at above 721. 77, I would say. And VWAP is right above there, right? 744.
Where? 721. What you talking about? VWAP is above where?
And high?
Oh, you talking about? Oh, we talking about NQ? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. VWAP's at 755. It's at 755. They just popped these highs just now. They just popped that, and we just tapped into this 15-minute SIBI. That's why we're rejecting this. This right here is exactly what they were headhunting just now. They might seriously start pulling this back. They might start pulling this back on like a serious note. You need to be on alert right now for longs. They need to be trailing stops now. Securing profits, taking 75% off on that push higher. You need to be on alert. And they got this mini LR thing that they got going on here. Look at the tap and the rejection of that. After we flashed the VWAP over here on the SPX and took out this high over here on the SPX too. High of this candle is 95181. Yeah. Be on alert now.
Yeah.
Best to be on alert for time distortion. Devin says.
It did that and NQ did not. And it looked heavy a little bit.
Order filled.
Exactly.
Order submitted.
I'm gonna watch this SIBI right here. I'm in the short. Trying to begin to take stabs at this slowly. Small. This is still bullish. But NQ is feeling a little heavy. And then ES has just popped this high over here, and ES is rejecting this tap of this 1 and this 15-minute over here. I want to see ES begin to slightly pull this back a little bit after flashing this VWAP and filling these orders up in here. So I'm sort of kind of trying to take a small stab at this. This is still a little bit dangerous.
I think that's a good short to target 796. Or 796 or
the bottom of this.
Below 680.
Right. I gotta watch this. They're goofing around here. Wow, look at them tease my TP to the exact tick. Look at that. Whenever that happens, that usually does not bode well for me. Whenever they just tease my TP like that.
Order filled.
It's crazy. Front ran it by like one tick. Started to take stabs at this on the short side. Probably should have waited another 5 more seconds.
They were gonna go for it. The EMA was right down there. Fucking scammers, bro.
Yeah. Make my money back a little bit. How many ticks was this? 708.50. 708.50 to 702. 708.50. 702. Damn, only 27 ticks? Shit, I should have held. Got the rest of my money back. That's okay. Try to take small little stabs at this. After all of that and all of those poor decisions, I'm back to break even on the day. First presented after this move. Take small little pieces at this. I'm not sure about this. I gotta watch this. Look at this LR being presented. guess. Just trying to moon shoot. Look at the SPY. Bullish. SPX bullish. Reshorten this and target this over here. I wonder. Negative HVL, lower the size. I'm doing nothing stupid. Right now, I'm tapping into this one. And it's Sibby. Start to take small little stabs at this. But I gotta watch this. I'll wait till they break. TTM and hold. Yeah. That's definitely the safer option for sure. This is bullish. I would literally be going against immediate market structure on a short. That's why shorts have to be short-lived. That's why I front ran it. They just inverse that Sibby I was looking at, except for this. If I short this, I would have to manage my risk to this. They might be trying to target this high here. I gotta watch this. Technically speaking, because we popped that high, this right here is what's on the table. This high right here, 729 is on the table, technically speaking. But they got this staircase and pattern, this LR pattern over here that they're engineering. But unfortunately, they're engineering it directly going into the 1150 macro. Meaning that they could shoot higher. The shorts need to be short-lived. Stuck with me when going against market. Take my 270. Agree, Reckless. Shorts have to be short-lived if you're going against the market structure. Longs have to be short-lived if they're going against the market structure. How are you going to seriously hold the trade and you're going against the market? They're liable to bounce at any moment or dump it at any moment, depending upon the position of the market structure. Gotta be on alert. They might squeeze. Stretch it. Market is trying to flip back to being green on a serious note. They could do this, Gotta watch this. Safe spot to sell longs. Yes. Dino, correct. I've been in longs from the first presenter on 5 minutes. Good job. Great trade. A1A. I like that. I seriously like that idea. I'm not joking. Look at that squeeze. Understanding market structure lets you know, technically speaking, what they're targeting. Hold on, is Trump off or something? Oh, they're still talking. Just gotta manage now. I'll be back. 818 Trade says. Bullish.
I had a question. Do we have like a cutoff time for the 1050 mark, bro?
Cutoff time as in?
As in like the trade is over type thing.
Yeah, yeah. The macro, technically speaking, it technically ends at 11:10. Technically speaking, it ends at 11:10.
Gotcha.
Technically speaking, so from 10:50 to 11:10. Technically speaking, on paper that is. Look at the squeeze, vertical liquidation break. Shortness is not a good idea even right now. They need to like tap into like a SIBI or something like that, or fill orders somewhere in order for you to consider going against this, even remotely. They could just keep squeezing. They don't have to go lower. Thank God I cut their trade. Excuse me. Look at ES tap to this 15-minute SIBI, and it's 5 and this 15-minute SIBI there. Look at the SPY squeezing. Look at that squeeze, dude. Higher. They're about to pull this back. It's about time for them to pull us back. Look at that. Slammed everybody. Got you off guards on those sides. Look at that. I'm getting ready to short this for like 40 ticks to the downside.
Order filled.
I'm just trying to take stabs at this to the downside. Trying to take small stabs at this to the downside. But I gotta be on alert. Let me sit up in my chair. Be on alert. Quality of this trade is about a D. I'm going against the overall market structure. Gotta be on alert with this. Look at that squeeze. Look at the ES flash this VWAP. And pop this high here. It's timestamp 11:34. This short right here has to be short-lived. If this trade spans anything more than like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm gonna feel very uncomfortable on this trade. Just to let you know. I'm gonna feel insanely uncomfortable on this trade. Wow, look at that. Wow.
Order filled.
Wow, look at that dump. I'm taking these plays just based off of them sweeping liquidity and based off of the volatility. They came up here, they flashed, just liquidated everybody, flashes VWAP over here. This is something like I like to take, even though it's a lower quality trade. I lower my asking price. I'm only trying to get 40 ticks here and there. I'm taking small stabs at this until something insane presents itself. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking small stabs at this. We flashed this VWAP over here, got this rejection, this 5-minute SIBI over here on the Qs. We flashed this VWAP up here in a liquidation break, rejected this 5 and this 15-minute SIBI over here on ES or whatever. Same thing over here. Flashed the psychological hold number over here on SPY. Flashed the VWAP or whatever, slightly overextended. Just decided to take 40 ticks to the downside. We flashed the VWAP over here on the SPX up here, goofing around up here after sweeping this liquidity. I'm just sitting there thinking like, hey, you know what? Like, can I get 40 to 50 ticks off this move? Like if I shorted up here on this green candle. We took out these damn near perfect double top highs, rejected this 5-minute SIBI. Just trying to take stabs at this, considering that I missed this move over it, considering that I missed this vertical liquidation move from this long over here, because they just decided to go up in a straight line without me. So I gotta watch this. 1150 setting up, yeah, exactly. Take a small little jabs at this, like a boxer. Take a small little jabs, weakening the opponent. Then when my bread and butter setup comes, I hit the home run and then walk away from my screen. Or I just take a lot of small jabs and I look at my P&L and I'm green and I go, man, you know what? Today's a good day. It's good enough for a Friday. I'll walk away. One or the other. Small little jabs. One small drop will fill up the bucket. Not a big splash. Hoop de gras. Get rich today and walk away forever. Don't work like that. Be on alert. Thanks, Dev. Oh, thanks, Deuce, for the good scalp you said. Best two, and you know the rest. Hey, man, I'm new here. Best of what? What does that mean? Best to be on alert. Be on alert. They're goofing off. They're moseying around up here. After doing damn near this Judas swing almost. Like, almost as though like they want to complete a full-blown Judas swing and come up into 7,002. That would hurt so many people. 17 minutes of safety time, Chilo says. Absolutely, he says it early. Yes. Mm-hmm. But they're up here and they're vertically squeezing this directly into the 1150 macro. I don't like that, Chilo. This is setting up to where I'm probably going to miss the 1150 macro, have to wait it out, and then have to take the 12-weight lunch sweep or something, just like how I did yesterday. Proved to be very fruitful. If they squeezing this all the way up into here until 1150, I'm not gonna long this. I'm literally gonna wait 18 minutes until 12:08, and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see where we at, and I'm gonna short it. I'll wait. That's what I'm hoping for, Dino says. Yeah. Just like that. Inverse 1150. I don't like the bank on the inverse. But I do write the inverse in my journal. I write it down, so I'm on alert for it. But I don't like to trade the 1150 inverse because the 1150 inverse only occurs 18% of the time. I'm sorry, not 18%. That's gap fill Thursday. I'm talking about it only occurs like 15 or 20% of the time at the most. I like the error on the side of probabilities, what's more than likely to happen. So I'm not looking for that. So I would never trade a model. I would never actively trade a model that has a 15 or 20% chance of succeeding. All right. 1150 inverse is like, oh shoot, they've been dumping it for 1150. Look at that. Look at the time. It's 12:10. Oh, they did inverse it. Okay. Let me look for the long at 12:08, 12:10, 12:11. Let me look at that. That's how you more so do that. Not the, man, they up here at the top. Let me short this 1150 inverse. Can't do it like that. Hey, have you back tested 1150 inverse after Trump speaks? I have not. I have not back tested. The only thing that I've back tested whenever it comes to speakers is Powell. I've back tested that years in it because that presents itself numerous times. and whenever Powell speaks, it's scheduled. So like I can go back in time and I can see exactly when he was speaking. Like I necessarily can't speak on him whenever like they flash the camera in Trump's face and they say, "Hey, sir, so what do you think about this? Hey, sir, so what do you think about Tim Walz?" And randomly asking him like on Air Force One, "What do you think about Tim Walz?" And he randomly goes, "That dude's," And they asked him, they go, well, you didn't say the politically correct thing. You upset a lot of people when you said the R word, the R tard, the R word. You upset a lot of people. He goes, yeah, he is. There's something wrong with him. And the market gets scared. And he'll log on and say something about tariffs or something. I have no idea when he's going to do that. They just randomly ask this man questions. And they keep on trying to test this dude's resolve. He is not going to bend. Like it's the most insane thing. Like people act shocked. Like they keep on asking him questions like he's supposed to change his mind. He is not going to say the politically correct thing. He's going to say what he feels when he says it, when he feels it. He's going to tell you about it too. So we got to deal with. Power is always red to him. Yeah. Now they do not like each other. The reason why I said that months and months and months ago. The reason why they don't like each other is because Trump is a very powerful guy, and he's obviously very powerful. He's the most powerful man in the world. And then Trump doesn't like whenever people, obviously he likes to be challenged. Almost all successful people do. But they both have egos, and it's a power dynamic struggle. And they recognize that. And the one thing that I'm not biased for Trump or against Trump. I don't care. I call it how I see it. Who cares what they do? They're all corrupt. Trump is corrupt. Biden was corrupt. All of them. They're all lying. I don't believe none of them. But in any event, Trump does not like the fact that there's a man almost just as powerful as he is, and there's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. He just doesn't like that. Like I can see it. I've seen that in real life with people. I've seen it in real life with people that are very powerful. A lot of times that they don't get along. It annoys Trump that he can't do anything with power. It annoys him. And that Trump can't influence power at all. It annoys him. It gets on his nerves. So he just has to deal with it. It's the same thing with power. Powell doesn't like Trump because he feels as though whenever he does something, it gets undermined and something, just like how any person would do. He feels as though Trump is trying to do the exact opposite and is trying to force him to do things contrary to what his job states that he should do. That's why Powell doesn't like Trump. Because Powell is going to act in the best interest of what he sees the data says in the economy. And Trump keeps screaming rate cuts, rate cuts, rate cuts, and Powell wants to operate how he wants to operate. And nobody wants to bend. Pause. Great buy up. Yeah, especially if you got a runner still. Yep. Powell, okay, right there. That's what I think personally. Who knows? I could be wrong. Who gives a damn about my opinion? Who am I? I'm just a guy in Atlanta, goofing around on this computer.
So I was thinking the same thing, bro. I was gonna just call it a day. Leave the
Yeah.
1150 right there, bro.
Because the top that I was looking at, E short right there, and I think that was the entry for any upside of 762. But I don't think I want to back this the 1150. There's no point of doing it because I'll be buying the top.
Yes, you would. Look at this. Look at the top of this mover here.
Exactly. And big. Are you in the 15-minute time frame, E?
Yeah. I'm looking at a 15-minute time frame right now in a second so I can mark this 15-minute busy out. But I'm listening to what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't wanna play around in that 15-minute candle. I know they probably gonna try to do at least
Look at that.
of it, but
Yeah.
they flashing VWAP, yeah, going right now.
That's crazy. Look at that squeeze. Short's got to be short lived. We are in an immediate buy side delivery program.
I've been fighting. I was like,
can anyone else confirm inside the Discord, which is why I started the Discord community and why I started live streaming on TikTok? So I have to do everything myself. Is Trump still talking? All you have to do is go on YouTube and type in Trump live, or you can go to the White House.
Okay, I got you.
Is Trump still live? Go to the White House feed on YouTube, and that'll be the official feed. Don't go to CNN, and then don't go to the Associated Press, because if you go to that and if they're showing his face, he will literally be more orange than an orange. his face will look orange, and like his face will look like look like look like an under the bridge gremlin.
No,
Yo, I
live.
love that I just came into this
Nothing's
trying to
live.
come to this 1150, and that's the comment I heard. That's so.
It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. I pulled up the feed side by side, and I showed y'all. The White House actually makes him look like, guys. Yes, he has an orange tan, but the White House makes him look normal, like somewhat normal, and then like the Associated Press literally changed, like they put this weird filter on him, and like so like they can feed into the orange man bad narrative. It's crazy. Like I don't care about Trump, but like to me it's just funny. So like whenever I see stuff like that, people just lose all credibility with me. It's like the traders that like lie about how much money they make. Like they lose all credibility with me. Like I mean, you really probably could be teaching something solid, but I'm just not going to listen to you. You can spew propaganda elsewhere. So I want to see it from the source. Long story short, the White House is the source. I want to see it, and like they put like some Instagram filter on him too. Through like his nose will have like weird lumps and bumps and pimples on it and shit. He looks like a troll, like a under the bridge like gremlin. It's crazy. His hair looks all weird and matted, and they got him from weird angles. I almost ran outside and started. I literally almost hopped in my car and drove 4 hours to the nearest ICE rally and injected myself in the middle of federal agency investigations and started protesting and literally rammed a federal officer with my vehicle. I almost did that when I looked at that feed. Shit, so I don't blame them. Shit, I almost did that. That was crazy. I was on CNN. Man, I was down on CNN. I saw the clip on CNN. This is the last thing I'm going to say. I saw the clip on CNN, and CNN brought that lady's father out on stage. Expected him to spew propaganda. It's like, yeah, so what you think about that? Tell us about your daughter. You know what that dude said? That dude was like, well, I don't blame the ICE agents. And you know what? I did watch the video. He was like, I was upset at first, but I did watch the video. I promise, look it up. It's like, I did watch the video. And you know what? I am not paraphrasing. I swear to God. This is exactly what he said. I am not paraphrasing. I am quoting. He was like, you know what? I was upset. I was really upset. And I thought that ICE was wrong. But then I watched the video and I understand. Like, both were in tough situations. It was like a bang, bang kind of thing. And then when I reviewed the video, all of the videos, he was in a tough position because he was previously hit earlier. This is exactly what he said. He was like, he was previously hit and in that same position earlier, he almost lost his life. And then on top of that, my daughter did hit him with the car, and she did ram him and hit him in his legs. So, you know, it is a bang, bang situation. And, you know, both sides were, you know, so like I can see. And so then they try to spew up more propaganda. It was like, well, how do you feel? He was like, well, my opinion on this is this. If my daughter was walking in the word of God, she wouldn't have been there. She would not have been there. She was acting out. I swear to God, look it up. CNN was like, cut. Oh, shit. Oh, whoa. Susan, go to break.
No way.
Man, I saw that. Man, I said, man, sad incident. He said both of them weren't. I was watching that. Yeah. Both sides were wrong. I agree. Both of them were doing things that were stupid. But you can't hit a federal officer with a vehicle and expect them not to retaliate. That's where the discussion ends. So I'm just being honest with you. So they were both wrong. I don't think ICE was right, and I don't think she was right. I think that they were both being stupid. And I agree with the father. That's what I think. I agree with the dad. Hey, bro, that's not your place to say. ICE was fully wrong. Okay. Well, I agree with the dad. That's just what I think. I think they were both wrong. But who cares what I think at the end of the day? I'm not going to throw my energy off because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be there. Hey, bro, that could happen to you. No, it's not going to happen to me. The wife made $2 million with GoFundMe. Yeah, man, that always happens. That always happens, bro. Always. Like some weird stuff will go down. Like the people open up a GoFundMe and like they'll run up like 2 or 5 million and then they'll sue the government. And then guess who ends up paying for it? Ding, ding, ding. You, the taxpayer. That always happens every now and then. So yeah, what it is guys, they manufacture these events and like they broadcast these things in order to get people divided, in order to get people upset, in order to make people formulate judgments against one another. That's it. That's why I don't have an opinion. That's why if you tell me right now, you say, hey, I don't care what you say, ICE was wrong, I am going to look you in your face and I'm going to smile. And I'm going to say, okay, I agree. And if you look me in my face and you say, shut up, she was wrong, then I'm going to say, you know what? I respect that. You know what? I actually agree with you. She was wrong. What's going on with these charts? And then we can sit here and we can make money. And then we can change our lives. And then if you say, hey, well, do you want to join an ICE rally, like an ICE rally with me? I'm going to say, no, thank you. I respectfully decline. I'm going to probably do things that's in my best interest. Because I'm not going to be fighting for illegal immigrants. I'm not going to do that. No offense. I love them, and I think that everyone deserves the right to be anywhere that they want to be. But, hey, that just is what it is. You know what? That's just not my fight. It's just not my battle to fight. So, it is what it is. So, hopefully, they're smart with the $2 million, with the $2, $3, $4, $5 million that they got, whatever it is, and the wife makes a smart decision, but that's a very tough situation right there because at the end of the day, a child is without her mother, and a mother is one of the most. I think that a mother is arguably the most important job that any human can have, and that woman lost her life, and that's not nice. So, gotta make smart decisions. That's all that I can say on that. There's nothing else I can say, man. It's sad, and I feel for her. I wish she would have made better decisions. And I wish he would have made, well, he got hit with the car, so it is what it is. It's bad luck. The 2 kids got taken away by court. See what I'm saying, man? This is crazy, man. She has only one because the ex-husband passed away. Yeah, this is sad, man. Sad story. I don't get into things like that, man. Because, like, when you get into things like that, man, like, you really realize how messed up this world is, man. This world is so messed up and it's so cruel. And we are all only one crazy decision away from living a completely different life. That woman was not trying to hit that man. Man, I don't care what you think. If you look me in my eyes and tell me right now that woman was trying to hit that man, I'm gonna call you a liar. But she was just in a messed up situation that she put herself in because she didn't have to be there. But at the end of the day, and then the cops are spewing all kind of weird things to her and confusing her, and it's just a catastrophe all around. Poor baby. The person that suffers the most is a child. Now the child don't got a mother. Sad, man. I pray for them. I'm going to pray for them, and I'm going to keep the people in my prayers. Maybe. Sometimes it hits by 11:56, the Nokia. Yeah, man. They cut it. Said, man, go to commercial break. I did not expect that. I'm not going to lie. Because whenever CNN brings somebody on, they trying to spew propaganda. I did not expect that dude to say that at all. I did not expect him to say, and I did not expect him to admit that she hit him. So I saw the footage and I was like, yeah, did she hit that dude? I think she did. But then when he confirmed, it was like, yeah, she hit him. I was like, whoa, I did not expect him to say that. That was the most shocking thing to me. And he was like, yeah. That was crazy. So it is what it is. I swear, he's laughing. You laughing, but I swear I did not expect that. That was crazy. I was like, when I pressed this button over here, then Trump came on. There's nothing I can do in that scenario. Look at this. Let's log back in, shall we? We'll say a silent prayer for her. Hopefully she's in a better place. Is Trump still on? I don't hear him on my wire anymore. Back to the scheduled programming now. Best two, and you know the rest. I make smart decisions. Let me get my energy right. Poor lady. So yeah, just try not to be influenced by things like that. Look at that dump. What is that, man?
Trailing it right now.
Wow. It's crazy, dude.
Just guaranteed myself 350. I've got a TP set for 25,662, the top of that 5 minute. Although I am a liquidity target as my first line in the sand, so I might just cut it.
You on the evals or you on the
this saving my evals for the start of next week. I wanted to get one more
good trading day. Smart, sir. Secure 350. That's a solid day's worth of work across the funded. I try to keep telling you about your shorts, yeah. Look at that bounce. They did not tap this 15-minute busy here.
I'm sorry, Chris, but I'm fading you a little bit.
He's fading us.
Cool. It already hit my stop loss in the profit, so I'm just waiting for maybe a better entry.
Gotcha. Because I did not.
Plus, dude, I will be completely forward with this. Today I was going to totally just take as an L. I was going to take it as a no trade Friday. I had some things I had to do. I finished them, and I'm like, you know what? It's 11:30. I have some time to chart real quick, like literally in 5 minutes, and see what the 1150 has to offer. I literally hopped in, saw that flash off the VWAP within 5 seconds, and I was like, all right, we're going. Quick 350 just to secure that winning day, and everything in between. You fade me. I hope you make more than 350. I want to see you hit 2,000.
Yeah, me too. Good trade. Still short? I'm fooled. Nah, man, I'm not short.
I know you wasn't here earlier. I don't know if you can. If you can you give me like a little insight on that 1 hour on the dump that happened earlier, like where we bounce at?
Yeah, take a peek at my screen. I can show you right here.
I don't care about anyone's political opinion. All you got to care about is human life at the end of the day. She says, yeah, that's all that I care about, man. Because I don't care about political opinion. I don't care about what you believe in or what you don't. Religion or none of that stuff. I care about helping people change their lives and trying to accomplish things positively in this world, one person at a time. And I just leave the cards where they be, and I try not to hurt nobody. That's it, man. That's all I'm doing.
Chilo, are you talking about this 1 hour right here that I'm kind of like hovering around right here?
That one where we bounce from that dump, like a lower, yeah, because a little bit lower. And I it earlier, and then I saw that was a 1 hour BC. Yes, somewhere over there.
What do I think? They might want to target this BC over here lower. This market is acting funny.
All right, thank you.
This market is acting finicky. Look at that knife. Same Chris as he says. Great trade, AC. AC made some money. Great job, AC. AC, might want to call it a day, huh? Another great day. Stack days, man. After you trying to trade non-farm payrolls, get some good days behind it. I think it should be done. And on the 50K Express. Call the Vince on me. Yep, I'm calling Vince on you. You know, you're done for today. Great job. I know where each short and they bounce wasn't protected. Yep. See how they dumped through it? Next level here. Yep. 1150. You looking to buy anything for 1150? Yep.
At the right one. Which what's the price level around you were thinking about? Because I think I'm charting the right one. That was, I think I'm charting the right one, but I want to make sure I'm analyzing correctly. Are you talking about the one that is around like 25,647 to 25,677, or are you talking about a lower one?
25.6. It's around 25,609, 605 area.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Up $10,000. Good day, AC. Guys, we're looking at Chris's screen, aka Alpha Wolf, inside the Discord. I'll put my chart up over here on the side. Let's see what he's looking at. He just got stopped out of a $350 trade. He's not in the trade right now, so I'll just put it on the side. I'm looking for a trade personally. Another base hit here. It's a Friday. I don't want to do anything crazy. Friday rules are in place.
trade that I took, exactly what you mentioned, my stop was around 584, 585 area, and my entry was around 599.75. And e-bank almost e-bank like a total of 600 ticks. I still have a runner, but I did secure some for 100 points. So that makes me feel that somebody would have taken the same trade as me from that bottom low. Even though I know E did mention get ready for a bounce and stuff, just wanted to get like another confirmation as to if that trade was a good trade because we did not have a first presented at all on that V-shaped recovery on the 1 minute time frame. The 5 minute time frame was the only one that has it around like 642, but usually we do 1 minute, even though the net like the bottom area never had a first presented at all. Like from all the way from 632 to the bottom 590, we never had a first presented there until like 647. They finally give a 1 minute first presented to go along, which would still give you enough to get like 100 points. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 150. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I really like that trade. I wish I was in or I was available to be able to take that trade earlier, but I was doing my stuff. That would that this is like the perfect example of my model because that 1 hour, I probably would have thought for a hot second that it was going to go for this lower 1 hour at the top of 25, 552 to 25, 534. But it would have I would have immediately gone, nope, that's not happening. When I saw that V-shaped recovery and almost immediate stop on a dime at 25, 5, 90, 25, I would have, or 90, 90, 50, I would have seen that second candle go up and go, you know what, I have to hold a little bit, see if we're going to do what I think we're going to do. Because, you know, you always just have a quick little liquidity sweep up or a liquidity grab up, not go out and go lower. But I off of the 1 hours, especially when it's a 1 hour, 15 minute, and 5 minute overlap like that, and it did that stop on a dime at the very bottom of this first 5 minute in the 15. I would have been like, nope, we are not going lower. I would still hold a little bit to see because you know I don't want to get goofed on. I don't want an ungodly win to just reach down and grab my stop loss and go. But and then from there it would have been all right. And we're breaking that line at 25, 625 that I talked about, and from there it's game over. So no, I really like that trade. I really like that trade. I wish I was able to take it, but I'm glad someone saw it. That was a really good trade.
Great job. Great job. Great analysis. Hey, man. What? Why can't I join inside that community and then just start copying people's trades? I don't even know what a candle is. What? Why I gotta learn for? What's the purpose of that? Can't you just make the money just magically appear in my account without me knowing what I'm talking about? What were those dudes talking about over there? Were they speaking Italian or German? Maybe it was Afrikaans. I'm unsure. Yeah. Was that white guy speaking Afrikaans? Or French? What's that dude talking about over there? Well, maybe you can learn too and understand. And then you can manage your risk too and then do what they doing to making money. And you can be like AC and them, and Chris, and Chilo, and dozens upon dozens upon dozens of others. You got to know what you're talking about, man. You have to be able to interpret what these people are saying. It's not just going to be me that's giving analysis. It's going to be other people. This is why it's very important. This is for the new people that join inside Discord, for everybody. Get caught up to speed, show up to the classes, be able to understand, ask them questions, and you can have intelligent conversations so that you can tackle this market together so you're not going to be out of here alone. So when someone says something to you, they can be like, hey, bro, I don't know what you're looking at. Let's see what you're looking at. Oh, this is what I'm looking at. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. Bounce ideas off of each other. I love Chris's analysis and, you know, Chris and Chilo and stuff like that, guys. Seriously, all this aside. Guys, If someone is looking at the same exact thing you're looking at, you can bounce ideas off them. It will give you like upper levels of confidence. I'm serious. Because you'll be like, man, you know what? Okay, I like that. I can live and I can die with that. Seriously. All this aside. Great job, Chris. Thank you so much for your commentary, Chris. Guys, listen. Chris's commentary is always appreciated. Chris is our alert system with the 1 hour bissies and Sibling with the 1 hour FEGs. He wasn't here yesterday, and I was like, man. Or it was me or was somebody who was like, man, I wish Chris was here. I said it just, was that me or was that somebody else? I think it was maybe in Chilo or maybe me. I can't remember. It was like, yeah, man, I wish Chris was here. He let us know what was going on right now with the 1 hour. Who said that? It was somebody that said that. Oh, that was today? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was you that said that. Yeah. 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 Yeah, because I don't look for those. I don't look at them. Right. Agreed. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that was crazy, bro. I pressed that button, bro. Bro, I was down $750 literally in 10 seconds. That was crazy. At any event, that was crazy. Whew. Hell no, that was crazy. Anyway, guys, listen. They're engineering this mini. Guys, they're doing conflicting things. They've engineered mini LR here. We technically speaking have a targeted high, but however, we did liquidate a lot of people. And then we also have this LR over here as well that they almost ran in full. They ran about 98% of it. So they engineered the LR over here that I was looking at, and then they ran it in full. They didn't give you a chance to enter. You need to be able to identify. This is true patterns, not bull and bear flag. That's not going to get you nowhere. This right here is essentially speaking the targeted high. They're engineering mini LR in this side to side chop action. They're confusing people trying to decide which way they want to go to. I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily jump head first into a position right now, technically speaking, because I'm not 100% sold that they're getting ready to target this high off of the ES because they missed this 15-minute Bissy by a few ticks. They tapped into this one, yeah, but that's just a one. That's why we bounce like this. There's a 15-minute busy here that I think that in order for them to start like seriously like liquidating people, like going higher with serious fuel. What I've seen is the market likes to tap into 15-minute FVGs. You need to be on alert for those. You see this right here? That's a 15-minute busy we tapped into, and then we mooned. See what happened right here? We tapped to this 15-minute busy right here, and we mooned. So you see what happened up here? We missed this 15-minute SIBI right here, but we did pull back. So like this market's trapped between these two 15-minute FVGs, so it's confusing me. It's like I'm unsure which direction with force they're trying to go in. If they dump this here, run as many LR over here, tap into this over here, then start looking like they're getting ready to hunt buy side, I'll long it. Because then I have the confidence within the immediate term that they might seriously be trying to go higher on a serious note. If they just miss this right here, and if they just moon this and then take out this targeted high and then tap into this 15-minute SIBI here and then start rejecting, then I'm going to short it because I'm going to think that they're getting ready to start hunting sell side. Because I'm going to think that the market is getting ready to reverse on like a decent note. That's what I'm going to think. So that's what's going on right here, just to let you know. That is what's going on here. So let me delete these arrows and a mini LRLR. As it stands right now, I am trying to decipher and I'm trying to decide what exactly their main objective is. I'm unsure at this time. Up above, yeah. Right. 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 Yeah. And nah, brother. I'm listening to what you're saying. Good. I'm serious. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, brother. I'm listening to what you're saying. You're helping me because you're helping me because like as you're talking, I'm literally going by what you're saying. Like I'm looking at a different perspective. So I'm listening. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Chris, can you hear me? Chris, talk again.
So small, it's like, come on, bro, just give it to me.
Even I was going for the top of that 5 minute, but
yeah, I mean that's a beautiful target. I'm looking at it too. I'm just waiting to see. I'm just waiting for it to tilt its hand a little bit more. Yeah, it's
I'm
a little
also
bit.
watching ES. ES is also going down, so it's kind of giving me confidence, but you know.
Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about my analysis with ES, but I mean it's basically the same thing. You've got a 5, a 1 hour, 15. You got a whole bunch of the same, almost the same stuff that you saw on what I was talking about earlier is almost mirrored on ES at that level. So that was like, I'm just looking at ES now and seeing that same zone where it bounced off, same exact pattern, same exact everything. That would have been a beautiful trade. God, I'm mad at myself. Now we might bounce up a little bit from here because now that I'm actually thinking about ES, thank you for saying that, Cash. I'm seeing that we're smacking off the VWAP on ES, so we might get a little bit of a buffer up. And with the momentum that it might have, that might be that next tap into the overhead 5 that we were talking about, that 5-minute SIBI, which would then, I think, bring us down right exactly where you're looking at for your TP. But it might not even give us that opportunity because this price action is saying it's about to break, at least in my eye.
Exactly, yeah. It's given.
Yeah, that was all if ES decided to bounce off this VWAP, but I don't know. I need to wait and see a little bit longer.
I'm just trying to work on not closing my trade too early, but
oh god, you and me both, brother.
Like, oh my gosh.
I'll see price action go right back up to where I bought in, and I'm like, no.
So I got a question when it comes down to back testing. So look, how many trades and how far back y'all back test? Like 100 trades, 20 trades, 30, 40, 50. I'm not even saying like is there a set amount? You see what I'm saying?
I do it based on time. So looking at the times that I trade, just overall looking at the when I want to get in and that kind of stuff. Looking at my entries. Oh wow, there we go. I think I might buy this back. I think I'm the trail here.
Sorry about that TikTok. Or over the
yeah,
Discord or on TikTok.
All up to you, like what you're trying to look for to test, you know.
I was sitting there.
Oh wait, say that again.
No, what I was saying was I was sitting. Oh, you talking about me or you talking about Diego?
Diego, who that was just talking before you?
Oh, that was me. Yeah. I was just saying that back testing is all up to you. Like what strategies you are trading and what things you're looking for. That's all up to you.
Yeah, I understand that, but I was saying like how far back you go trade that strategy. Like how many trades y'all go back, like 20, 30, like do that even matter? Like how many trades y'all go back? Like say for instance, like I just was going like 40 to 50 trades just now. I was like, damn, should I do more?
Nope. The larger the data sample that you have, the more confirmation that you'll have depending upon whatever it is that you're looking at. So however far back that you can go in order to specifically back test an idea or test back an idea in order to gain confidence the next time it appears, the more times that, the more that you'll be able to add to that statistic specifically. So there is no set limit. For me personally, like whenever it comes to all of these models, I've back tested it probably about 4 to 5 years worth of data, day in and day out, before I put them inside the Discord. But that's just because I'm like a perfectionist. So like that's how like I know that the market is scheduled to dump at like this specific period of time. Look, the market never went higher from this candle. It's 1208. I told you I was getting ready to short it at. I told y'all I was getting ready to short it at 1208. If they give me something where I can manage my risk off of, so I can short it again, and I did it. So that's something that I know for a fact that the market's just programmed to do at a specific period of time, if what I'm looking at is favorable, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I mean, it's just a matter of how far you want to go back, and then you can back test one model. So like you can back test one model, right? But then it can be a completely different back test depending upon how you're looking at managing your risk off of it. So you can look at the same different thing, but then get 3, 4, 5 different results, because you need to back test how you're going to trade it, the time frame, the length of the trade, what you're asking for, all those different things, how many levels of confirmation. And I know that what I said may seem very daunting, but it's really not. So, you can draw multiple conclusions from one thing that you're back testing, and write it down and journal it and notate it, and then go back in time and say, well, they did this, they did this, they did this. Like that.
Are we in negative HVL? Or positive?
You said what?
Are we in negative or positive HVL?
Q's HVL is at 621. We're dancing around it on the Q's. SPY HVL is at 691. We're slightly above it. 691, slightly above it. We're dancing around, goofing around. That's why the market started to chill out. It started to chill out because we're not in negative HVL anymore. It's just goofing around up here. Let us slip 691 on SPY again. You're going to see how angry these candles get. What the hell is that? Okay, well, watch. Let us slip that 621 on the Qs again. They're going to stop hedging this market. The candle's going to get large. That's what we're watching right now. They're goofing around in time distortion liable now with no clear objective. That looks like another short now. I think they're just goofing around. And I think they're goofing around. And they're goofing around right now. You want to know how on earth they're goofing around? Because they're trying to decide which 15-minute SIBI after this displacement move that they want to touch. They missed this one by a few ticks, and they missed this one by a few ticks. The drawn liquidity is no longer on NQ. Everything right now is on ES. They're trying to decide which one of these they want to touch first. Do they want to take out this targeted high and tap this one? Or do they want to flash this low, tap this 15-minute BIST, and decide if they want to go higher? And then still protect this low here. And then find strength in one of these BISTs to then go higher. As it stands right now, almost every single scenario that I have results in them going higher. Almost every single scenario. It is the exact same thing that I told you this morning on Market Open. If you were inside the pre-market meeting inside Discord, I explicitly told Discord, this right here was the first alert that I made. I explicitly told them at 9, 10 a.m. in the morning before the market opened. Not when I go live at 9:40 in the morning from TikTok. This is why it's important. I explicitly said, do not long this one open. They're lying to you. They're going to come down here and fill this gap on the SPX. Well, bro, I don't have to pay attention to that. Why would I do that? I trade NQ. Well, I'm going to tell you something here. If SPX starts dumping and headhunting sell side and you're in a long on NQ, you're cooked. So you better start paying attention to ES. If you're not paying attention to ES, if you're trading NQ, QQQ, and you're not paying attention to ES or SPY or SPX, you don't know how to trade. Oh, well, shit. You're not going to be that good. Let me put it like that. You need to be on alert. So this is my warning to you. Hey, man, I passed my first funded account the other day. And I've been at it for like 7 or 8 years. I finally passed one. What you talking about? I know how to trade. Okay.
Woof.
Okay. Finally. I'm just trying to tell you that you need to be paying attention to this. I told you. So you want to improve, you better be on alert. So they dumped this, came over here, and they flash dumped this, and then this right here was when Trump came on. So they was going to bounce it right here, but then, Trump came on, and then, you know the rest. Then he stopped talking, and they just started doing time distortion.
Yeah, so basically they correlate with each other like the U.S. Index and gold.
You said they correlate with what?
I say basically they correlate with each other like the U.S. index do with gold. Yeah. Like if the U.S. index go up, and then gold going down, and gold going down, the U.S. index going up. So that's how you described it just now.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, they go hand in hand. But sometimes one of them can be lying to you. The exact verbatim words that I used this morning at 9:10, which is why I tell everyone inside Discord to show up. Everyone needs to thank Mama Trades because I was not doing pre-market meetings 2 months ago. I was not doing that. So I was just sending out the pre-market trading plan. So I was just sending out the pre-market trading plan, just letting people just ride and just start trading in the morning. But then Mama Trades was like, hey, there might be some people that might not be able to understand the in-depth detail that you sent out the night before. So can you start a meeting inside the morning and just start a meeting inside the morning and just explaining to them exactly what you're seeing in layman's terms so that then they can take that same information and then make some money maybe in the morning or help structure their trades so that they can have guidance that's interpreted, direct and hand delivered to them. And so I was like, sure, I'll do that. So then I started that. So we got to thank Mama Trace for that. But anyway, the point being is that's what was going on this morning. And that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say was this morning, I said one of them is lying to you because ES was trying to go higher. Because if we back test right now and go back in time, look, NQ was not going anywhere. And if you look at the chart on the ES, this is what I said. ES had more relative strength. The ES was trying to go higher. And I was talking to Phantom, and I said, one of them is lying to you. And I think that the ES is lying to you, and I think they're ready to dump this. And the analogy I said was, at the time, MNQ was up 0.6%. And I said, can you imagine what's going to happen if NQ decides to come down to about 0.15%? Because ES is only up like 0.25%. ES is going to dump through this floor. And Phantom was like, yeah, I think he said, you know how Phantom talks. He was like, yeah, I think they go higher, brother. And then, they go higher a little bit and then they dump it on you. And so I said, yeah, that's exactly what I think they're going to do. Maybe go up a little bit and then flash dump it on you, come down and fill this gap. And then they did, but they just did it in a straight line, so I couldn't personally participate with my size. Whoever bought at the top where I saw, okay, I read that. For sure. That looks like another short. I already read that. You the real deal, man. I got to join the Discord. I need to build my edge. Okay, well, you can join now. Let's say hello. But you got to read, though. Read a little bit. There's 3 pages. Watch some videos. Read and backtest the models. I can't personally teach you the models. I can talk about them, but I can't teach it to you if you can't read them. If you can't interpret them, then we're cooked. So that's that. They're goofing around in no man's land now. This is the part of the story right here where you need to be on.
Yes.
This is the part of the story right here. Friday rules are in effect. This is what I sent out inside the pre-market plan. Friday rules are in effect. Search them in Discord search bar to learn about the rules. I am going to instruct everyone that's doing inside of Discord how you find out what the Friday rules are. I've been waiting to do this. This is how you do this. Look, everything inside Discord is here in timestamp. It will never go away. You will learn how to master trading and what we're talking about. What are Friday rules? What is he talking about? Well, I go to the search bar, search Friday rules inside Discord. It'll show Friday rules are in place. That means let's enjoy our weekends, not blow our accounts because we oversized on a Friday. Friday is smart decisions only. Okay, Friday rules are in place. If you don't know it, search the Discord search bar, it says. Okay, so I scroll lower. So let's be smart. Friday rules are in place all this week, especially non-farm payrolls. Okay. So Friday rules are in place. We'll discuss that, what that means. Okay. Friday rules are in place. Let's enjoy our weekends. Friday rules, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So where are the Friday rules at? Okay, I need to figure it out. Okay, so I'm scrolling. I'm not being lazy. It's probably been about 30 seconds of me scrolling and just randomly looking, right? Randomly looking. Smart decisions. If you don't know, ask somebody. Because I want to, okay. So I finally got to the Friday rules here. Friday rules are in place. Don't do anything to mess up your weekend. If you're green on the week, keep it green. If you're red, chip away. Don't blow up. Let's recover next week. Okay, that's what Friday rules means. Friday rules. If we're down on the week, let's mitigate our damages. Try to close the gap and feel good going to next week to recover any losses. If we're up on the week, let's keep it green. If you lost badly, let's regroup. Then paper trade and learn from our mistakes so we feel good starting on Monday. Friday is not the day we need a full port, blow our accounts, and be pissed off on the weekend. Smart decisions only. So I scrolled and finally down 3 months ago, I found what Friday rules means. That's how you begin to dissect some of the things that we're talking about. If you're ever confused. No news drivers tomorrow, so expect time distortion again. But Trump started talking, so then they heated it up. And then we had the gap fill. Expect them to fill that gap on 116 the same day. What the fuck? Excuse me. Are you kidding me? This is my first time rereading this. You see that? Do you see that? Did that ever say at any point in time, market green, I long now? No. And then I went over it this morning, so you don't know I'm lying to you. You got this in your inbox last night. Can you imagine what you would do if you had this delivered to your inbox every single day? This is why you read this every night. Look, it says it right there. If they gap it up, well, what happens if they don't gap it up then, NQ? Well, then this does not apply. Well, what if they gap it up then? Well, look at how you can manage your risk. I'll make it easy for you and then short the mother effer. Or just wait for them to do it and then long it afterwards. But I don't know. But do not long it. You will know what not to do at least. If they gap it up, expect them to on 116 the same day. Zero confusion. Not the next day, the same day, I says. On SPX, not NQ. They did it on NQ, but not on NQ, not on VIX, none of that. It says it right here. We are in multi-day buy-side delivery program. Identifying either immediate or intraday will assuredly help structure your trades. Make it easy on yourself, I says. We have honestly done nothing in 4 days now. You want to know how we haven't done anything in 4 days now? Look where the SPY is. This is 5th day. We're damn near break even. The market is up 0.5%. We've done nothing. They're confusing you. They're getting you to blow up your accounts, get you off guards, get you off sides. They can fool others, but not me or us. So the targets are still the same. We need to take tomorrow piece by piece again on stream and have modest expectations and modest TPs. Multiple levels of confirmation are needed for all trades up here. Do not catch yourself buying the top of a move, I says. That's your second or third warning. So if you long this and you blew up your account, or you took a loss trying to long this on open at any point in time, I have no idea why you're not reading this. Lean on the macros, time ax and market structure to guide you. And then show up to the meeting at 9, 10 a.m. This is the part of the story where they do what they do like to do, watch time distortion. 9:50, 10:50, 11:50, 2:50 macro. 11:50 inverse I was watching for. 12-weight lunch group I took a trade off of. 1:30 time hack is coming up next. 2:09 time hack. These are the models inside. These are my favorite models inside Discord. And I got base hits here. And I have the Q's HVL levels written out. So for everybody, that's your review. They did exactly. Hey, bro, you didn't say that. You didn't say that last night. There it is right there, and it's timestamped. That was not edited. In any event, you can read. Well, if you don't want to read, then this ain't the community for you. Because I'm going to tell you what they're getting ready to do, and you got to read and be able to interpret because you back tested. Hey, NQ. Hi, NQ. I'm confused with the membership. Is it 11 or 29? It's $11 a month. I'm actually recording a video on it today. So I don't have to repeat it, but I'll do it today. Have a good weekend, bro. Great job, AC. AC's a student inside Discord. He made $13,500 today. He was unprofitable a few months ago. What'd you do with extra $10,000 a day? In any event, I'm logging off. Good job, AC. So yeah, the $11 membership is for the knowledge and community page. That will then give you access to Discord. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, I'm new. What you mean? Firm, babe. Yeah. Knowledge. I'm coming in. Yeah, guys. $11 for the knowledge and community page per month. That is for you to understand or begin to interpret. $29 per month for the Discord. 4 free classes on the weekend. The classes last like 2 hours. Mentorship is free. I make enough money trading. I'm not trying to charge you $5,000 a month. You will make money inside here after you do this. This will be, hopefully, well, this right here is a stretch. Moops is kind of young. I'm up almost $60,000 in cash since joining, Moop says. We have taken 40K in payouts. Right here, I was happy for him. He's been in here a month. 1 month he's been in here. Oh, that's up to you. What are you going to do with the information? Well, hey, man, that could never be me. Yeah, it can. Because he was unprofitable. In any event, they're goofing around now. I don't believe nothing until they tap into one of these 15-minute bissies or sibbies. They need to make a decision here. They're goofing around. They missed this by a tick. That's why I didn't believe them. Then they engineered this little mini LR as though like they want to run this. That was the narration I gave beforehand. So they need to dump this, tap into this, and then show some resolve for me to think they're getting ready to go higher. Otherwise, I'm not going to do nothing. They're goofing around here. I'll goof around with them. So it's $40 to have access to everything per month. Yep. Yes, it is. I really only got a price like that. Is that inexpensive to keep the scammers out and the schemers and defrauders? Because I would do it for free, but if it was free, people honestly would not. People would not value it. They wouldn't. They wouldn't value it. They'd be like, that's free. I'll learn how to master trade it next year. But it's also inexpensive because it also works perfectly because guess what? It's just $40. That's it per month. So every single week, I broke it down. I trade live every single day. I talk and I call my trades out. You can have access to all of the traders every single day. What was it? What was the numbers? Every single day I'm on I start at 9 a.m. in the morning basically from Discord. So from 9 to 4, that's 7 hours a day. That's rounded up 7 hours a day times 5. That's 35 hours a week. Plus 2 hours on the weekend. That's 37 hours. You will have one-on-one instruction to a high-level professional trader that understands this market and will call it out for you and live trading. And other traders are trading here live. That's 37 hours a week you have a chance to be successful. Times 4. That's 148 hours a week of possible instruction and having access to everything. And there is no upcharge. If you divide 148 hours of one-on-one potential instruction divided by 40, $40 divided by 148. You are paying 27 cents for every hour of instruction. I dare you to try and speak to any profitable trader right now and then tell them you want to pay them 27 cents for an hour's worth of instruction and be able to talk to him and ask him to help you guide and manage trades, show your screen and talk, and let me know if he blocks you. Do it. Ask him. That's what I tell people all the time. Well, I can learn for free. I gotta pay $11, man. I can do that. And learn. Okay. Go on Craigslist and learn that strategy. It's not gonna be free. You wanna know why? Because you're learning unprofitable strategies from everybody else. It's probably a reason why it's free. And it's not gonna be free. You wanna know why? Because by the time you realize it's a garbage ass strategy, you would have blown up dozens, if not hundreds of accounts until you learn and hop from strategy to strategy. So it's not free. So you'll pay a fraction of the cost now, or you'll pay for it on the back end or in the immediate term, because you'll know, man, what the hell was I thinking back then? I was tripping. Why was I doing that? Who told me about that strategy? Why was I doing that? Every single time I press this button, I lose. Who came up with this? There we go. That's the reason. Right there. 12-weight lunch suite. What are your thoughts on 9-EMA and VWAP? I use VWAP. I took a short scalp of VWAP, but I just use it for liquidity purposes. And so it's 40. I already read that. In econ terms, your service is VBN. Viblen, good. Thanks, sir. I played with the fire last night with silver. Blew up. Did my reset. Up 100 today. Back to stacking days. Yeah, bro. Silver is dangerous, Rockley. Boy, silver's they call
going to silver and bypassing gold is not.
Silver is called silver is the widow maker. It is the widow maker or the widow taker. Didn't even blink and I was shredded. I'm staying away from that, boy. Chilo and AC, they got that, man. They got that. And Chilo and AC and them, they got that. They got that, Rock Lee. I'll leave that to guys. Listen, guys, with the silver, you either gonna do this, guys. Your account either gonna be on 0, or you're gonna be doing this with the silver. Or you, like AC said, he said, I just made 30,000 last night. I took generational shorts on gold and silver. You either gonna make 30, 40,000 in a day, or shit, that account gonna be on 0. Your shit cooked. Well, you might be able to make a few bands off the micros, silver micros. Nah. It's just, guys, it's the widow maker or the widow taker. What do you mean by widow taker? What does he mean by that? Man, listen here. Widow taker. Mr. Steal Your Girl because he got so much bread. Widow taker. Widow maker or widow taker. Mr. Steal shit. Either you're gonna be cooked. You know what? Take somebody else. Take their fruits of the labor. Because he cooked. He's no longer with us because his account blown and he unalived himself. Widow taker. You come in and steal his baddie. Take him away. And you live happily ever after with her. You know why? Because you made smart decisions and he didn't. Widow taker. She better be on alert, boy. It was micros that killed me. Are you serious? You blew up an account on micros on silver? It's moving like that? Are you serious? Silver moves like that? I haven't even looked at it. My goodness. You could blow up an account on micros with silver? That's dangerous.
Yeah, if you leverage too much. If you leverage too much, no one that know you're wrong. You can blow.
No, but he said
anything on
micros, not minis. He says
yeah,
it's basically a mini on steroids, 3 micros. He blew it on 3 micros? Oh my goodness.
That makes sense.
Wow. She might have to go 1 micro on silver. Kill me. That's crazy.
Join the 1 micro, boys. Risk-free trading.
We need to be on alert. Why we need to be on alert? I was running my mouth. They tapped into this 15-minute Bissy now. I'm going to delete this. This right here was what I was looking for. This market now is trying to decide if it wants to seriously start headhunting lower liquidity or now bounce. They have my attention now. Won't be touching silver, man. He learned his lesson. Widow maker. He learned his lesson. He gonna go back to... Good afternoon, guys. Peace and blessings. Let's get our money up, boys. Yes, sir, just in time. How are you doing today, fine sir? Yeah, 1 micro silver is like 1 mini gold or NQ. Man. Wow. That's crazy, dude. I'm still going towards enlightenment, E, but hard head teacher makes a soft ass for sure. Yeah, I told you I started with Matt Silver. I learned once. Bro touched that silver on one micro. He was down like 15,000 instantly. One small little contract. Heart racing. All right, guys. All just aside. Let's lock in. Flash me like the sun. Bro said, flash me. Press that button. Got that Trump flash. They might pull us back, dump this, and shake you out and then bounce. Best two, and you know the rest. They're goofing around this 15-minute busy. They finally tapped it. You got to be on alert now for a potential bounce. It's like Trump said China terrorists in war. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. Trump started China. You don't want to. Trump says two words, China, tariff, then very, 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 very rarely will he say NVIDIA. The NVIDIA. The NVIDIA. The NVIDIA. The China. The tariffs, guys. The tariffs. The tariffs? China. We got the best tariffs. The best tariffs in the world. Country's doing great. Most money in America. MAGA. Most money. Country's amazing, guys. The tariffs are bringing in more money we've ever seen. We got the best tariffs. Your account gonna go to zero. Yeah, bro, entire life got cooked. Like the exact moment when Jerome Powell clears his throat. Yeah, if Jerome Powell, guys, if you are in a trade, and if the timestamp is 2:33 p.m. on a Wednesday, and if Powell comes out and goes, good afternoon, you are cooked. Oh, so help me God, you're cooked. Anyone that's been trading knows exactly what that means. If you don't know what that means, then you ain't been trading long enough. If you have, then that means you have not been trading long enough. You have not been watching the charts. You know exactly what that means because he says the same thing every speech. Good afternoon, my colleagues and I. Market volatility, instant. All right, guys, let's lock in. They tapped into this 1 and this 5-minute busy here below for potential fuel after shaking people on this maybe this dump here. I gotta watch this. Might be about time for them to potentially bounce this over here. I gotta watch this. Maybe start targeting some buy side. Maybe have to tap into this 15-minute busy for fuel potentially. I gotta watch this. Maybe consider a long here of some sort. Maybe a little small scalp. Start to dive into this a little bit. I gotta watch this. I gotta be on alert.
Order submitted.
I'm alone this right now, and I'm just trying to get 40 ticks off of this trade right here. I gotta watch this. They're goofing around over here. Maybe manage my risk to one of these imbalances over here below head. I gotta watch this. I'm gonna just try and get 40 ticks off of this move, like just 40 ticks off of that displacement. I gotta watch this. Just to the upside. I wanna watch this. I need to watch this. Best to be on alert. Look at them teased up.
Order filled.
Not bad. I rinse and I repeat. Excellent. $1,000. No, I lied. 200 times 4. Not bad. $800 in less than 60 seconds. I'll rinse and I'll repeat. Base hits from me. I might want to go higher. I gotta watch this. Look at the TP. Close 67775. Almost at the top. Best to be on alert. Small base hits I take. Be on alert. Hey, man, I bought that. Hey, man, I was watching from TikTok, and when I finally bought, the market was dumping. What's going on with that? Well, you listen on a 15-second latency delay. You probably shouldn't be copying this anyway. I'm just trying to take some more scalps, not trying to hurt nobody. I'm in and I'm out. I gotta watch this. You might want to dump this, scare more people out. Small little base hits. Be on alert. Damn, runners didn't get closed yet. Yeah, we gotta be on alert. They might seriously bounce from this 15-minute BISI on the ES. If ES decides to moon this, NQ is gonna shoot. So I don't think that they seriously trying to go lower at this point in time. We are still an immediate buy-side delivery program. This market is still bullish, technically speaking, and this low right here is protected. I am seriously thinking that at any one of these imbalances, either here, or here, they're going to do something like this. That's just what I seriously believe in my brain. So I'm just taking small jabs at this because it's a Friday, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody. This is not indicative of something that's seriously trying to go lower right now. You need to not be seriously trying to short this. And it's coming up on 130, and they engineered the LR in the opposite direction almost. Like they might run this to the upside within the next 30 minutes. You need to be on alert here. This is dangerous. This is not something where like I need to be shorting this. Back green after a mental breakdown, Don says. Good job, Don. Way to keep your composure, sir. Great job, Don. Way to keep your composure. Manage your risk. Great job. Might want to call it a day if you're green on the day, Don. From the TikTok. Why call it a day? Because it's Friday, man. You don't want to leave and be upset, go back red, and now you're really upset on a Friday. Guys, you don't want to blow up your account today because you're going to be upset on Friday because today is still first day. You're going to be upset on Saturday. That's 2 days. Sunday, that's 3 days. And then the market's closed on Monday. That's 4 days in a row you're going to be upset. So let's exercise some strength here, man. Mental strength. Enjoy our weekend. Look at the entry. Green. No kizzy. Made back 1,600. So you need to look at it like this. You made 1,600. You need to look at it as though you made $1,600 to come back and you're green. Close it. If you made $1,600, would you cut it? We got to take it slow here. I double or nothing. On a Friday, right before a 4-day weekend. You can put me in the Discord I signed up. What you mean? No, you can put yourself inside the Discord, Crump. What you mean? Just sign and just connect. I'll send you a connection video. What's the problem? You signed up. Where? I'll shoot you a connection video. What's going on? Everyone connects themselves. You literally just click the link. It's wild. He said, hey, brother, I'm RMS in Discord. Okay, that was Christian Brown. Okay. Let me send you this message. Crump. Base hits. Guys, no scenario short. Immediate term, that is. Oh, no, I'd already sent you the video, the connection video. You said, John, you said you got it. What you talking about? What's the problem? I'm confused. You already got that video. I'm confused. So I already sent it to you. I'm looking at the messages now. You got it. What's the problem? Why is it not connecting for you? Why are you not inside Discord? Are you signed into Discord? Did you follow the instructions? Did you literally listen to? Yeah. Watch that video I sent you and follow the exact instructions. Do not deviate. But this is very important, J. Crump. You want to know why? Because you have to understand how to work that WAP. If you do not understand how to read that WAP, and navigate the instructions on WAP and click those hyperlinks, you will not understand how to master the trading aspect. So like, I don't want to handicap you and FaceTime you, because I've done it to some members. But I don't want to handicap you and FaceTime you, and then like you just think that you can't never learn how to work the WAP. And you asking me questions about what's going on, and I'm like, did you read the WAP? And you're like, how do I use the WAP? But that's because I handicapped you and I showed you how to connect it. So you actually need to go through a little bit of mental struggle, if that's what you're struggling with learning how to download the WAP, click the links and stuff like that, sign into the WAP. I have the WAP. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you need to figure out what's going on. It'll be good. Great long entry we took. This right here, this right was just a classic fake out candle. They was really trying to go higher. They tapped this 15-minute BISI and they're using it for fuel. No scenario was I thinking short. I was waiting personally, guys. I will sit here and I will wait patiently all day for them to do one or the other of something. Then once they do it, then I look for confirmation like a little shakeout and I enter. And I don't be greedy and I rinse and I repeat. And then I make a little bit of coins and I run away for the day. I'm serious. That's literally all that I'm doing. I don't need to be holding on to a trade for 800-900 ticks. Some people inside Discord do that, but that's not me. That trade is running that I took. Great trade. They ran it. Well, man, if you didn't sell right here, bro, you could have made like $3,000 or $4,000 off that trade. Man, I don't care about that. I'm gonna rinse and I'm gonna repeat. I don't care what happens after I get out of that trade and that TP hit. They can keep whatever money that they get. Like Lil Wayne said, I pay my dues. You keep the difference. You can keep the difference. Just like when you make a crap load of money here, I'm not going to be breathing down your neck asking you to pay me for more services, trying to upcharge you. No, you keep the difference. You do that. Moops can keep the $59,960 that he made off of me in the last 30 days. He can keep the difference. You keep it. Donate it to charity is what I say. I'm serious. Donate it to the homeless veterans. I'm not joking. I have a soft spot in my heart for the veterans and the women and the men and women of service in this country. You got to watch the shelters that you, the charities that you donate to, because most people don't get the money, so you got to be cautious. You got to be cautious. I come from a military household, so the veterans are guys. That's why I love Phantom inside Discord, because he serviced our country. So he's like 65 years old. He serviced the country. My dad was in the Air Force. You gotta, we would be nowhere without those people. So you gotta help them out, because a lot of them are in very, very unfavorable situations. They gave their lives on the line for this country, and and they don't get the due justice that they deserve. I mean, they don't get the justice and the compensation that they deserve. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy, I promise you. Guys, and that applies to the men and women of service too. It is not just military. It applies to the teachers too. Teachers, even waitresses, waiters, men and women of service, the garbage men, the people that provide power to your house, water, men and women of service. Those people do not get the justice that they deserve and the compensation that they deserve for the work that they put in. They're very underappreciated. I'm serious. My mom's like that. She busts her butt and works every single day and services toddlers and children. But she said she wouldn't want to do nothing else, but she don't really make that much money. She don't make hardly no money at all. And she wouldn't want to do nothing else. Men and women of service. All right? Got to help those people out. A lot of people are struggling. It's not easy. Anyway, let me stop running my mouth. They're goofing around in sideways time distortion again. Not creating no solid BISI. You needed to be on alert when we tapped into this 1 and this 5 that I instructed. And we paired it with this 15-minute BISI on the ES. You needed to be on alert with that. That's why I took the long. Bullish. Be on alert. I'm long. Okay. Money trim. Good job, Dino. This best too, and you know the rest. We take off 75. Oh, wait, I'm not going to tell you how to manage that trade. You're inside Discord. I can't see your screen. You're not inside Discord. I can't see your screen. I just watched some said the market didn't do any bullish move this week on TikTok. What is going on? I don't know, Chilo. Like, we didn't take previous highs out, man. People are crazy. People are just spewing stuff. They're confusing other people. It's like a lot of weird stuff out here nowadays. You remove a voice from those people. People that don't know what they're talking about, they shouldn't have a voice. Gotta block those people. My guy, Phantom. I miss Phantom. I wonder how Phantom's doing. My God. Phantom said he was logging off the screen earlier. Who's that inside Discord? Is that Shikamaru? Hey, sir. Hold on. Is that what you call it from TikTok? Is that? That's Christian Brown from TikTok. Shikamaru. Hermes 3, he says. That's me. Hey, hello, sir. I like that photo. That's Shikamaru. I love Shikamaru. He's the current Hokage of Boruto. Hermes 3. Get your mic together and you maybe can talk. Guys, they're just goofing around and going sideways. It's probably best we don't do nothing to screw up our day or to have a bad day. They're goofing around and going sideways now. Got a new member inside Discord. He's Shikamaru. This is him. Hermes 3. Shikamaru. He's new here. Just joined today. Hermes 3. Who's Mr. Brown? Call him Christian. Big Shikamaru guy. Yeah, man, I love Shikamaru. You're in the right place. Because we love anime here. Up 150 now. Gonna wait for a decent setup or wait till Tuesday, man. Oh, you up right now, Rock Lee? Rock Lee's still the best. Yeah, I love Rock Lee too. Rock Lee was my favorite when I first started watching Naruto. He was my favorite. Yeah, I'm up now. Okay, good, Rock Lee. Great job, sir. You need to be on alert whenever we tap into that 15-minute Sibi. I mean, this 15-minute Bissy inverse. Be on alert. We're starting to reject this 1-minute Sibi, but I don't think that it stops. I think they still go higher. I don't think this 1-minute Sibi gonna stop. I think they're gonna have minimum. They're gonna tap into this inverse, this IFVG on a 15-minute time frame, and then consider going low. New account though, so I'm being responsible. Trim here or sell out. You're not inside Discord. How can I tell you how to do that? I don't know what you know. I'm not trying to price gouge you for $29 a month, man, but dang. I already gave you the call out, man. You want me to help you manage the trade, you got to be inside there. You got to talk. I don't know what you know. Come on, Dino. I literally gave you the long right here when I bought at the bottom, and they mooned it. They're still running it, just to let you know. That's still 130 ticks. This is best to be on alert up here. Great day. Rinse and I repeat. How far am I from this payout? $600 from the payout. I'm not gonna have a bad weekend. I'm gonna leave it here alone. About $600-700 for making 20,000. I don't want to have a bad weekend. Like blow up my account and be upset on a Friday. Markets are closed on Monday. President's Day or something like that, or MLK Day or something. I don't know what it is. Federal holiday.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Day. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, MLK Day. Thanks. Market closed on Monday. for degenerate gamblers. They won't be able to get their fix. They're going to have to take a rest day. Look at the green shoot from that entry. That's crazy. Man, you know, I've been back testing you, man, on this live stream, man, and every time you press that button, man, the trades run. Did you ever think about holding a little bit longer? Like, look, man, like, you shorted here, and then look what happened. The market never went higher again. Look, from that 12-way lunch sweep model that you were talking about, that you told us about, they dumped it 250 ticks to the downside, dude. And then look, you bought right here, and look, they never went lower. Look at that, man. They ran another 200 ticks to the upside, but you're only trying to get 40 to 50 ticks off these trades. Can you imagine if you held on, man? How much richer you'd be? I don't care. This is just what I found is most profitable for me. I wait for trade ideas, and I'll look for a 5 or 10R, and then I'll be out at 1R. Lower my asking price. It's like buying a Lamborghini, a $500,000 Lamborghini Revuelto for $200,000, and then you're trying to sell it for $400,000, $100,000 below asking price. I guarantee you, people will be beating their door down to give you $400,000. They might even give you extra $100,000 and give you a kiss, like extra $50,000 and kiss you on the cheek. Even a grown man might do so because he is so happy. But if I buy it for $500,000 and I try and sell it to you for $1 million, I might have to scour the country to find an idiot to spend $1 million. I might be able to do that. I might not. I don't know. But if I buy it for $1 million and I try to sell it for 1.5, I'm for sure cooked because I'm gonna have to take a $200,000 or $400,000 loss on it. That's when you buy the top of the move. That's when you go against the pre-market trading plan and you buy the top of that move like how I told you to, instead of waiting patiently. On the pre-market trading plan in the Discord. That junk gonna lose 100K, depending upon the vehicle. They're goofing around now. It's best to be on alert. Squeezing. Take out this high here. That's what they're looking at. You need to be about, guys, you need to be out 75% of the way on this trade. 75% of the way, break even on the runners now. It's dangerous now. That trade ran like 200 plus ticks. You need to be on alert. 250 ticks to the upside on this trade. Great trade. Way to be able to identify market structure. Help it guide our trades. Anybody inside Discord doing okay? How are we doing? Hoping they come back. Why? You up $200 on that trade, man. Devs? What you talking about? Why you hoping they come back for it? I would take off about half of that right now, Devs, to scale out a little bit. Take out half, directly halfway between that profit target, because it's a Friday, they're liable to do time distortion. I would seriously take off half right now and just go break even on the runners. I'm not joking. Secure $110, man. And just, if they shoot it up into here, then you make like $400. If they don't, if they come back, well, you got $110 secured. That's what I would personally do. I'm unsure if they do the Judas swing and shoot it past this high. You could be in this trade until the end of the day. That's what I would do. That's the safe thing to do. I'm targeting a 15-minute busy. Okay. I trust your analysis, sir. I trust your analysis. Because technically speaking, that's what's next. It's time distortion. They could do time distortion. How long will you be asking for them to do that? Is the question. You could be sitting there for another hour or two. I'd just rather secure half of the position now, but that's just me. I trust your analysis, Devs. Trust your analysis. Wait. Devs, I keep on forgetting. Devs is is a non-gender gender is a gender neutral name. Woman or male? Keep on forgetting, Devs. Male. Okay, yeah. Male. Oh no, I remember speaking to you, yeah, Devs. What am I talking about? The way you was talking, I knew for a fact you wasn't a woman. There's another person inside here with a similar name. My guy Devs. Gotta watch. Has to be on alert, sir. You doing okay though, Devs? Great trade, man. Devs, I think that was a great trade you took. Look, free $200, man. Rinse and repeat. Great trade. Devs took the same trade as I took in the Discord. $200 to his account. Great analysis. He waited patiently. Put his stop loss at the consequent encroachment of the FEG. He needs to move that. He needs to move that stop to break even now. Don't let it go against him. Move it to break even. Why that trade is still in risk? I have no idea. Oh, those aren't stops. I'm tripping. Those are buy limit orders. You wanted them to retest that FEG. You need to delete that limit order on the 3 limit order, and then I would move that stop to break even on the 210. And on this push up 75% of the way, I'll probably scale out on 1 instead of going all or nothing. That's what I would do. Base hits until we get that payout. That's what I would personally do. Hey, what do I know? It was a great trade, man. Do you understand how far this trade just ran in a straight line? It's almost 1/4% on the ES. Do you understand that from where you bought, the market ran 300 ticks? Why are we not securing profit after 300 ticks? To the upside, why are we not doing that? Why are we still risking the trade and still haven't moved our stop loss to break even? Why are we doing those things and then upset when the market hurts us? Why not take base hits and be safe? And then when we're safe, we rinse and repeat the same safe strategy or action over and over again. We get the payout, we get a little bit more payouts, get some more confidence, stack some payouts together, then we could take a little bit more risk. Well, hey man, what happens if he goes break even and they go straight to the TP? Well, then guess what? He has half his position that runs there. Full TP.
Not only that, but take that as okay, I could have made more, but at least I know I was right. And I can look for that for the future. But at least you have money in case it didn't work out.
Yes. And that is huge. Whoa. Every single time I do that, it goes straight to the TP. Whoa, now, like Chris said, Chris wasn't getting no payouts before. Now he's listening. Now he's getting payouts. Maybe I should.
I'm just going to say this right now. Journal, bro. Journal all your winning entries. Journal all your losing entries. And even better yet, journal what you're just looking at as far as price action. You see it tap off of a 15 and immediately retreat. All right. At 2:30 on this candle, it hit a 5-minute and immediately retreated. It was in a 1 hour. Asterisk it. Maybe I should look at overlapping fair value gaps.
Exactly.
Things like that. You can learn a lot. There's so much stuff you can learn out and about, but honestly, 1/4 to half of the learning process is learning how to read price action, which you will only ever learn how to do if you are in the market constantly doing it and writing your own textbook.
Yes. 120%, 190%, 200%, 250%. I agree. Yes. So, and also execute. And guys, you won't know what not to do unless you write it down. How you gonna know what not to do? How you gonna memorize that? In any event, well, hey man, you told them to take profit right up there like 1 minute ago on that candle push upwards. What happens if they don't go there? Well, guess what? He secured after position. Well, what happens if they do go to the full TP? Well, guess what? Half his position went all the way to the full TP. Well, what? You see what the alternative is? It's called looking at the trade with the glass half full, not half empty. Half empty with a scarcity mindset goes, man, it's all or nothing on this. Either they do exactly what I want to do, when they do it, how I want it done, all the way out, and I TP out and I go buy a mega yacht, or I'm eating ramen noodles tonight. It's funny how it almost always works out to be the ramen noodles and never the mega yacht in Dubai. And you're 80 years old with your 19-year-old girlfriend. It's crazy how it never works out like that. It's always the damn, I was so close. I knew I should have did that. Maybe next time I'll do it. I was so close to the payout. Not the damn. These payouts are getting sickening. I'm sick of stacking money. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm just worried because they never completely swept Asia session. Previous day Asia session, Dev says, yeah. So secure some profits then. Anyway. Great job, Devs. Anyway. Be on alert. Like Robert Kraft, where you like the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Dude is literally 80 years old with a supermodel girlfriend. Or Bill Belichick. It never works out like that. Up 1K for the day, so we'll see if this one plays out. Yeah, you need to be exercising risk management. Today's 1:30. Timestamp 1:30, goofing around, 1:30 time hack. They ran the LR in full. You need to be on alert for them to pull us back. They're about to slightly pull us back now. They ran this LR in full. You need to be on alert. They've already completed what I was looking at, which is the LR being ran. So I front ran the 1:30 time hack a little bit. They just completed on that sweep. You need to be on alert. Guys, today was a great trade. Guys, I don't think I want to do anything more stupid. Why? Because I would rather wait till Tuesday and Wednesday and then be able to right the ship. Another $600 times 4, $2,400 there. Not bad. Stack days to get this payout together. Go buy my McLaren next week. I'm just teasing, I'm not gonna buy one. Anyway, just goofing around. I'm talking. I'm yapping through this sideways time distortion. Anyway, all just aside, guys. I'll chill out with the Mr. Anderson voice. Guys, listen. If you made money today, great job. If you lost money today, what happened? Let's journal. Let's notate. Guys, listen. Pre-market trading plan was a banger again, a success. I'm going to send it out inside Discord what time the class is on the weekends. Remember, mentorship is free on the weekend. You get one-on-one instruction. But please don't show up and ask me what a candlestick is, because I'm going to say, did you read the knowledge community page? It's on that page, page 1, beginner's playlist. So in any event, guys, listen. Life is very hard, and it's not simple. It's simple. Guys, it's not easy. Sometimes we only need one person to believe in us, even though we may not believe in ourselves, to see something within us and give us an opportunity. But we have to have the confidence in order to take advantage of said opportunity. We needed to put the work in beforehand. It won't just be given to you. So where in life has that ever happened? In any event, the most important thing of this is this. I love you, and I believe in you, and I know you can do this. Day in and day out, we show it all the time. We'll be live from Discord either Saturday or Sunday. I'll send out the notification for whatever time the class is going to be. It's free classes if you're inside Discord, $29 per month, $11 for the knowledge community page. You can't even take advantage, guys, you won't even be able to understand the mentorship and the one-on-one guidance if you can't understand that knowledge page. That's why that's very important. But you can still join Discord the same day. You don't have to complete an entire boot camp before you in here. But you need to watch at least the playlist where it says don't ask me questions if you ain't watched that. So Discord has its own learning curve because the models that I traded today, those are not inside the Discord. Those are not inside the knowledge page. It's Discord only. All right? So that's just for clarification purposes. In any event, guys, listen. Again, for the third time today, I love you and I believe in you. Guys, I'm going to log off a little bit early here so I can just have a good rest of my day. And I'm kind of sleepy.
Yo, before you leave, is there any way you can make the gold chat not push to talk?
If I make the gold chat not push to talk, I can do that. But what's going to happen is this. There's going to be random people. Every single person that's joining inside that chat, you're going to hear their background.
Yeah, so that's fine. I mean, you can still mute people. That's not a problem. But that's what we're going to be meeting for. Like me, Sheila, Murdoch, we was in there. Shirley pulled up. Dean was there. So we're probably just going to meet there after hours to kind of go through.
That's fine.
Looking over the charts and everything. But yeah, you can just mute whoever. If somebody ends up pulling up and they're in the middle of the woods or something, we can just mute them.
Well, if they got a baby talking in the background, it's going to be screaming like in the background. If their girl's upset, you're going to be able to hear that. If someone is sitting here talking on the phone, you're going to be able to hear that. It's going to be a lot of confusion. So
it won't be that many people. But again, we would tell them. We would just delegate the chat. Like, yo, mute your mic. Or we're going to mute you. I mean, it's either or. But having to push the P while we're trying to go back and forth between Discord and the charts that we're showing on our screens.
I'll change it right now.
It's not hard. It's not hard. I don't understand. No, you want to talk, you press the
this
button.
Is a PSA for anybody who wants to pull up there. But that's what we're going to be meeting, kind of back test things, talk ideas, go through, obviously, trading scenarios in the market. So I just want to have like a place where people can go and meet and not have to,
Yep, I'll change it right now. Just for right now. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, if anybody if there's somebody's outside with a siren, you can just mute them. Like I'll mute Murdoch if he's in the middle of space. Like I ain't gonna really do nothing.
Yeah, well here's the deal.
You get one or two warnings, and then we'll type in the chat, yo, bro, you gotta
well, here's the deal though. I don't want to enable the mute button for everybody and for people.
No, but the mute
inside
you do
it, because
yourself.
What's going to happen is if people gain the ability to mute other people, someone is going to agree with someone that's sitting there talking.
No. You can mute anybody you want as a person in Discord. You can mute me specifically, and everybody else can still hear me. Does that make sense? So if there's somebody in here that wants to listen to the baby crying in the back, then that's fine. But I'm gonna mute that person. If they don't want to mute their mic and be considerate of everybody in the chat. I understand it for this. Like this, for sure, you should be pushed to talk. You don't want everybody. That's different. But if there's only like 5 of us in the chat, having to push P or T while we're trying to be on the charts and everything, it gets annoying.
I changed it. I changed it.
All right, cool. Thank you.
I just changed just now. Yes, sir. All right, well, so yeah, guys, listen. They'll be trading live, guys. You heard it here. It's not just me that trades live. So there's other profitable traders. They trade live during Asia, obviously New York. I trade live during New York, during Asia and London session, and they trade gold and silver, and they're sharing their screens. I logged in last night. They were sharing their screens and walking each other through trade setup ideas. So, you guys, it's damn near almost 24-hour trading inside here, 6 days a week.
Exactly.
They do it on Sunday. So, this is an alert for everybody that's inside of Discord. If y'all want to trade after hours or anything like that, or like if y'all want to trade gold with them, they'll be inside the gold trading floor inside the Discord. It'll be here. Everyone that's inside Discord is looking at my screen. It'll be like if you scroll all the way down, look at your screen. It's right here, the gold trading floor, GC trading floor. Well, man, I don't trade gold. So that's not the floor for me, bro. They be in here doing whatever. Trading silver, gold, even NQ futures, all of that stuff. It says gold trading floor, but they be talking about whatever. They just be trading live. All right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just be in there just chopping it up, bouncing ideas off of, asking what people did. Like he could, like how Chilo asked Chris about the 1 hour thing that could happen in there. You know, it's just a space where everybody, because there's people at work that can't do the time right now. Maybe they, you know, they can't talk right now, but it's just a space for everybody to bounce ideas and have, you know, stay in the training mindset. That's all.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to log off right now. I hope that y'all have a great weekend. Remember, the market's closed on Monday. Class is either going to be on Sunday or Monday. I don't know. I'll let y'all know because you know it's MLK Day. I'm gonna let y'all know what we got going on.
Oh yeah, true.
Market's closed on Monday, federal holiday, so we might do something. I don't know. We gotta see. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Good week today. Good week this week. All right, guys. Talk soon. Remember,
You too.
Later,
all right,
boy.
Phantom. I love you guys, and I believe in y'all. Yes, sir. Thanks, buddy. I miss you, Phantom. We'll see you soon. See y'all soon.
Yep. Have a good weekend, man. Be
You
safe.
too, buddy. Yes, sir. Stay away from the scammers. Stay away from the scammers. If you follow me, there's gonna be a guy named NQ Incyber, or NQ Insider with an L, whatever. They're gonna try and scam you your money. I'll never ask you for no money. Stay away. Good day. All the trades played out perfectly. Managed our risk, as we should. Professional trading. All righty, guys. Talk soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye. DM if you got any questions. Knowledge community page link is inside my bio. DM me if you have any questions. Stay away from the scamming. Graybeard Scalper says, hey man, what's up? All right, guys, I'm logging off.